Washi gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez.
Now it's all under Bolu and Rocky, but Bolu's where it's all the way up. Oh,
tied up 1-1. Tio is going to get taken down by Jazz. You can now see Jazz pushing up towards the B flag. We're rocking that 35 round. We have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Tio. Sure enough, it's the push from the backside. Finds Jazz.
Licença, Tocinha! Pofo! Botão no cofrinho do Limes! Pofo pra cima do Delzinho! Double pofo do craque! Faz clique aí, meu chat! Você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada! Tomara tá!
Um som morto.
Vou cravar cima, tá na esquerda, tá na esquerda.
Tem um, só tem real. Vai ter mais um.
Aí tem que botar
Pode ver agora, calma, segura.
Sub-Zero pernambucano! Nossa!
And we've got 2 players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god. We've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. A quick list in with the side of Nova. Dave,
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
out. Oh my. Chris, he's all one. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical side on this area, but right now you're just nice. The 80 was close. Lucky. Get headshot. Costco, flip the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
Extend was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make this.
Yo, this girl's dirty. Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem Misa coming through. What's that? Is that the kilo? Whoa! Artem Misa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Chels. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artem Misa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been. Down herself on that Sparrow shot. But the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, brick stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there, Verdict, at the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in favor. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push back up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone
and welcome back for the last broadcast of Mobile Mayhem winter season. And obviously, as you heard it, is the last broadcast. So today are the finals. And I'm Diana, your favorite host. I hope I'm your favorite host. And we have Verdict and Gilmania as our co-casters. And I'm very excited. Sad, but excited, because we made it to the finals.
Woohoo!
So, yay!
Made it!
Exactly. The teams made it to the finals, actually. Congrats to them, to all 4 teams that made it, right? So I'm excited to see them. But until then, Gilmania, how was your day?
It's been really nice, really great. Actually, I got the opportunity to hang out with my nephew. So that was pretty nice. He's still a baby, so pretty cute.
Oh, it's so cute. How was your day, Verdict?
Oh, the day was great. I'm ready to get these games started. It's the last 4 standing here at Mobile Mayhem. We started out with 12. This is what it's come down to. The 4 best teams in EU. Right now, we're going to crown a champion. Today, it's going to be known who is the best team in Europe. After today, we'll know. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Deanna, I know we've been talking about how great EU has been all season long. You're certainly my favorite host. And what better way to start off the day than to ask you, how was your weekend? How has your day been? How have you been, more importantly?
Well, my weekend was awesome. I did finish AOT, I did finish you, I did stream, played some rank, and today was great. You know why? Because I actually won a 1v1 earlier, so yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good.
Oh man, I would personally, Gil, I wouldn't take that, homie.
But I didn't send who
Wow.
against
Oh,
who.
man.
It was just.
I'm
it was
being
just
messy,
no
aren't I?
around the situation, honestly. I should have laughed the second I saw that I had 100.
Bruh.
I should have.
Yeah.
That would be a DQ though. What is this?
Ah.
I would tell you.
For sure.
You know. But it was awesome. It gave me some confidence here. But you know what looks good today? Our schedule, right? Verdi, can you go over our schedule?
Absolutely. We're going to start off with a little bit of a bronze banger. It's Enigma. It's 117 Not Found, the Spanish Connection. And the winner of the Challenger Series, the qualifiers, Enigma, going to go head-to-head with each other. I say that they were the winner of the qualifiers because they were the best team in all of the qualifiers here in EU, and it was certainly showing that they made it to the grand stage today for a Bronze Series matchup. Followed by our best 2 teams in EU. One of them are going to have the crown. The other one, they're going to have a second place and a little bit of a silver matchup for themselves. But it's Animus and Kings. Who is the better team? Today we'll find out.
Well, definitely. And you know what, Gil, can you tell us how Enigma, how 117 and Animus and Kings actually get here, like what they did, who they played against in the past broadcast?
Absolutely. Well, last time we were here for Mobile Mayhem Europe, we saw the fight between Animus and Enigma, and that was a quick fashion, a 3-0 for what we've seen to be one of the best teams for the time being, which is Animus. And like you mentioned, Enigma still got to here as a qualifier team. They went all the way from the bottom, and right now being on the top 4 is already really great, but they still get one more shot at climbing from top 4 to top 3. And that is going to be against 117, who on the semifinals lost against the Kings themselves with a 3-1 situation. I want to say that match, Kings and 117, I felt like 117 definitely fought hard on their own maps. There was a few opportunities that, well, they were missed on the side of 117 side, but in here, it's not about what you could have done, but what you did. And what Animus and Kings have done is just really remarkable, ladies and gentlemen. They are the top 1 and top 2 on regular season, and it only makes sense for us to see them on the grand finals now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually very excited for our first matchup. As you said, it's gonna be 117 Not Found versus Enigma. And Verdi, can you tell us about the prize pool?
Absolutely. We'll have it up on the screen for everybody to see. It's a $1,300 prize pool. It's a $100 bump from last season, is what I will say. So it is a slight improvement. Need to start seeing a little bit more consistency in EU for that prize pool to get anywhere near what NA and LATAM looks like. First place is going to get that majority of the bread, $720 in their pockets, $300 for second place, and $180 for third. Special awards, we'll mention them here in a moment. Now is that's an additional $100 to be added to the pool for you know, the split. But Dana, kind of tell us what kind of awards do we have this season?
Oh yeah, I'm actually very excited for it. So we have 3 awards, right? We have the MVP, we have the most objective player, and the third award is best play of the season. And I'm actually looking forward to find out who actually won. And I hope you guys actually voted for your favorite player, because we did saw the links the other day, everyone posting it in the server on Twitter. So yeah, definitely you should really follow Mobile Mayhem's Twitter, because there you can find, and you can actually find any information you need and also join their server. But we're gonna go over the nominee after the first bronze match. Well, actually after the first matchup, right? Because I'm actually very curious about it, and you know, the suspense and everything. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we have the first matchup. I must keep saying matchup, bronze, but it's Enigma versus 117 Not Found, and it's gonna be a best of 5. A solid map selection. Verdi, do you mind going through it?
Absolutely. We're going to start off with Raid Hardpoint, followed by Standoff, Search or Destroy. Game 3 is a guarantee. It is Slums Control. Anything afterwards is going to have to be fought tooth and nail to get to. Game 4, Opportunity is going to be that takeoff Hardpoint, followed up. If this series does go to distance, it will be that Aussie and Search or Destroy. So firing range and Summit are both out the window for both of these teams. Enigma with the firing range ban, as well as 117 with that Summit ban. Those are both for obvious reasons. We've got some pretty clean map selections based off what we've seen here. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is about as great of a series as we're going to see in a bronze matchup to date.
Do you have predictions, Giovanni, regarding this first game? First matchup,
First
actually.
game. Oof. I mean, I got a lot of mixed feelings. I'm not 100% sure. On one side, you got 117, the Hispanic Connection, who had a great run for a great part of the season. And on the other hand, you got with the rookies, right? The Enigma players,
yeah.
Although it's members that we've seen in the past as HBC, Etsy, and Benicio. But as a whole, as a team, they're still rookies. And I gotta say that as rookies, they've shown a lot for themselves. So I think I would give this one to 117. I would say a 3-1 lead for them, a 3-1 victory. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go to a game 5.
Well, you guys can catch up after I'm gonna leave now, guys. Have fun, and I'm gonna be back.
All right, here we go, Gil. This is it. Moment of truth, Enigma. We've seen them from the qualifiers on up. They have made it to the grand stage here in the Bronze Series matchup. Not quite a grand finals for themselves, but I don't think we've ever seen a team that made it through qualifiers get this far into our regular season, right?
Absolutely.
This far into the main, top 4 scenarios, right? They're going to have to test their luck. It is Raid now as we're heading over to the Hollywood Hills of California. Game number 1, the Hardpoint, is going to be put on a little bit of a back burner, ladies and gentlemen. Just as soon as I start a great little, hey, we got a narrative go on here. I'm reading the script word for word, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what, Verdict? You can shut your pie hole. We're going to start this puppy back up again.
Oh,
Rip.
man, it hurts. It almost like they know when we're doing like a great intro into the match, into the map itself, and they're like, you know what? No, redo. Cut that out.
Yep. God, they're the worst,
Right.
bro, and we love them.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to go through all that in a second. Hopefully it won't take too long for us to start. But yeah, Hardpoint, Raid, Verdict, attempt number 2, número 2, and let's get into it.
There we go. It wouldn't be Hollywood without an additional take, right? We all know how this raid map plays. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It can be very, very harsh at times. Enigma, they got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a test of what this series is going to look like ultimately. 117, I think this was their map pick off the rip. And yep, knowing that the sides, Enigma are going to be able to choose, they're going to have the top side. That's going to be the laundry control. Let's see if they can maximize every bit of it.
All right, in here, we're going to see a lot happening pretty much at the same time, and I want to go with Lucky. Why? Because he continuously been using this weapon, this EM2, for the past couple of matches, the past couple of days,
And some days it works really heavily in his favor, some others not as much. But in here tonight, it's gonna be holding the point. It's gonna receive a lot of damage though, but manages to hide behind a rock. And now through the smoke will go deep for another kill. Lucky doing a great job in there. Finally gonna be spotted by Denisio, who immediately bounces inside of the hill, but is not gonna work out that well. That is gonna be even more control, even more points going in favor of 117.
Yeah, it is. Etsy, I thought they had found like a little bit of a slip seam. Obviously gets on the opposite side of the laundry site, but damn near falls to a hunter killer. So the streaks are already out in Bandit. P1, it has been a slaughterhouse here on the ring side of things. Damn near flawless here for the boys and gals over at 117 not found. Now the Spanish Connection looking to connect the dots over to P2. Put your aprons on, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get messy. Kitchen about to be popped open for business. It does look like we got a little bit of a contest off the rip, but it's Derox able to find one. Caesar able to find a second. Kitchen Hill pops open. It is 117 all over it. It is a slaughterhouse continuation from the P1, and the drought is real here for the side of Enigma. They've got to find success some way or another. This one certainly going to be put away nice and quick like.
Now, as there is being the re-release in a way of the Holger skin, it seems like Derek's like, nah, I like the default. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a red dot on it. And well, so far not working that bad for him, you know. Derek's 6 kills for himself right now on the side of the hill. There was only Karma, but gets spotted now through the window, through the side of Bonnie. There's Derek's doing a lot of damage. Not gonna be enough. Etsy managing to defend, but it's still gonna be another enemy in there. Seiko trying to survive, not going to be enough. The clean is going to be the cleanup area over onto the kitchen is going to be once again in favor of 117. A few scrap time seconds are going to be taken by Lucky, but the entirety of his team already rotated onto the garage. The only one alive there was HBC, who got blown out of there with a shorty by Sanos. Now on top of it, there's Karma with the claw finding a couple of kills. The use of the Tech 5 is going to be brought into the mix by the hands of Karma. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just getting more and more difficult for Enigma to try to find an opening here.
Yeah, this is a blender effect right now. Karma heading up, getting the 3-piece there. Good God, bro, just feeding on him there as he gets the minor assist. This 117 team, they are doing whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want. In Enigma, they are just steadily taking it. We'll see if we'll get a little bit of a fight back now. Seiko able to find 2 in the feed. Half health. Karma continuing to run a rampage here, and this one is getting brutally out of control early. 20 seconds left to go. We're going to go ahead and cut to the chase. We're going to go ahead and rotate for the new. Lick our wounds now. We'll see if we can bounce back on the court side. Is again, this one has been 117 all the way through and through. Well, they're going to get all this scrap time, and they've already got the top side spawns. Gil, this one certainly not looking like it's going to flip anytime soon.
Yeah, not at all. In here, there's Saiku, though. Saiku trying to survive, trying to manage himself there with the Vortex machine, and yikes indeed, man. It's just not possible for them. Already losing by over 100 points and just getting deeper in. I don't think they've gotten a point in like 2 heals now. It is just getting wild to see in here. Brickstone was trying to get inside the Sparrow. It's going to be tremendous by Lucky, just pressuring more and more into the corners. There's 40 seconds left. The Annihilator going to be popped by Denisio. He's going to be trying a few shots through the smoke. Not going to land into anything, but they get inside. They're going to be putting in the efforts. Not enough. The last one alive was Etsy. Also going to be dropping dead, pushing from behind. There's Denisio. Denisio here with the opportunity to attempt to surprise the opponent. Let's see if we can do it. No, Caesar is going to deny that opportunity yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving on to P5 soon. Point number 5, which means already 4 hills, already 240 seconds. 240 seconds have happened, verdict. And off of those, only 14 for Enigma and 187 for 117.
Yeah, 117, they know what to do here in Raid. It is a very lopsided affair. Derek's with the 2-piece. The operator for Karma is going to get wasted. It does look like he's going to be able to get a little bit of regen off of it. And not a bit of breather room here for the side of Enigma. Let's see how those comps sounded. They've got to be lit. They've got to be focused. 117 not found. Let's see how you sound in our first one.
He's low.
Kitchen,
One shot. 2 kitchen, 1 shot, 1 missiles, 1 missiles. And 2 kitchen, 1 shot.
Alguien pucha el laundry. El 4 que pucha el laundry.
Kitchen.
Un flash. Carmen, vamos a puchar el laundry tuyo.
I watch some misters. I'm watching misters.
We don't have sig, we don't have sig.
I have
sig.
Laundry, Carmen.
Okay.
Mira,
Pues
mira,
ahí
mira
va,
izquierda, mira izquierda.
Two new.
Aguantar, tiro pared. Vale, hay dos new.
One new, one
Uno
shot, one blue, one
muerto.
dead.
New y dragway, señores. New y dragway. Respawnean basket ellos. Sí,
Pues me quedo
respawnean
con
basket.
Driveway.
Top red,
red,
top red,
red.
top red.
Two driveway.
One more
One, laundry. Blue one.
Dead.
Which one pool?
Driveway, loot. Right side, dead. I use
¿Pero qué es este spawn? Top red.
Top red.
Ooh, boy, this one's brutal, Gil. 239 to 17, bro. We're not even getting to the 50 point. We didn't even get to 20 points. This one, certainly within the time frame of shutting down. 5 seconds left to go needed for the side of the Spanish Connection. They might be able to shut it down here on the ringside, Gil.
Oh, absolutely, and they will. They just clean it up yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, not even reaching 20 points and verdict. That was brutal. That was incredibly hard to watch. But I don't want to say that Enigma didn't put in the effort. I want to say, verdict, that 117 was just playing super clean. The way they were rotating, the way they were just making sure that no one could get inside, the communication, it was just insane. And the amount of effort that they put into map number 1 definitely paid off. I was talking about Luke Lucky and his EM2, and it seems like tonight is gonna pay off for him. 27 kills, dying 11 times, over a minute and a half inside of the OBJ, giving points to the squad. I mean, everybody did incredible here for the 117 department. And okay, I think that's the most left-sided game for Enigma, specifically for Enigma, that we've seen all season.
That was brutal to watch, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to cover my eyes at points. Obviously, there's still a little bit of a redemption coming up for the side of Enigma. This is a best of 5. You got to brace yourself. That raid Hardpoint, if it's an example of what this series is going to look like for the remainder of this best of 5, I don't want anything to do with it. Need to see a fight back here in this next Search and Destroy, or just forget that one ever happened. I'm gonna be as least critical on Enigma. To be fair, that was a map selected by a 117. You said it very well. I mean, the brakes were on point. The gunnies inside the hill for the control. Once they got into a hill, they weren't losing anything. What was that? 17 points? They had 14 in the first 3 hills, Gil. And then we only had 3 more hills after that. 2.5 to be exact, but you get the picture. Yikes.
Yikes indeed. Well, I mean, I gotta say that, of course, Enigma was trying, but I feel like that is gonna be a huge hit in their morale. You know, I feel like the mood may change, which is not great. Right?
How would you handle a 250 to 17?
Right, it's not easy to handle.
Oh,
it is not easy to handle on rank per se. It is not easy to handle on a Scream. It is not going to be easy to handle on a bronze match on the Mobile Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. So I gotta say it. I was hoping for a game 4, for a game 5, but I hope that we don't get to see a huge hit onto the side of Enigma, because these could be just flying by through our eyes without us even noticing, you know, if they like fall down with their mood, with their way of playing overall.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to give. Something's got to, shake. Obviously, there was a map selected by 117. There's no way you're getting brutalized 250 to 17 in the opener of a Bronze Series matchup. We were just hyping you up, Enigma. You got to step it up here to Search or Destroy. This is your selection. Obviously, if it goes any way similar to what we just saw, what we just witnessed, we might have to be calling a homicide detective, man. This one might be ending early. I don't think we'll see past the game 3. And I don't know what we mentioned it earlier before we started the stream. Gil, this one, we didn't have zero faith in Enigma, but we certainly didn't feel confident knowing that it could go past a game 4. It was all about what team showed up for Enigma in that opening Hardpoint. God, I hope that is not how we're going to see this one pan out. This is basically gifting a 3rd place matchup to 117. They'll take it if at any cost. They're not going to see a fight back. Right now, we're waiting on one player from the side of Enigma to ready up. As brutal as that game 1 was, we are certainly not going to stall before we jump right into game number 2. So Search and Destroy on standoff is where we are heading. And Gil, I mean, obviously this is a completely different ball game, but let's be real. There was a huge skill gap in game number 1. How much of a difference is it going to make here in game number 2, though?
That's the biggest question. I don't know. I am unsure. We are already loading in, like you mentioned. We're moving on to standoffs, so I just feel a lot of uncertainty in my body, and I feel like the first 2 or 3 rounds are gonna give us a little bit more context as to how the side specifically of Enigma are doing for themselves. You know, first blood is gonna be there for Brixta. Great way to begin. Immediately pushes for more. A few wall bangs, not gonna connect. Lucky gonna answer back by eliminating Etsy. And look at HBC on a great angle, gonna find an enemy at a distance. Lucky to the graveyard, ladies and gentlemen. HBC with a lot of aggression gonna work out for him. Now gonna pick up a sniper from the ground and gonna combine that with a kilo power. So far, a minute and a half. Gonna find yet another victim, completely unaware of his presence. Almost finds a triple verdict. That would have been just disastrous for 117, but HBC's push is going to work out really, really great. On top of that, let's see if Brixta now finds an opportunity to push forward and eventually plant the bomb. In here, there's going to be Saiku pushing forward through Daly. Going to be spotted. Caesar with yet another victim. I'm honestly unsure as to why we would see Saiku push through Daly.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that was necessary.
I don't think it was either. Obviously, HBC was dropped around that similar area, so maybe they were trying to look to deal the damage. But Caesar is a respected player in Search or Destroy. You've got to push him in 2s. I mean, play for the trade right now. We didn't do that, and we're back to square one. We've got the equalizer that came through, and now it's going to be a clean 2v2 retake. 44 seconds on the clock. If that time expires, that bomb is going to go boom, and we'll see 117 on the back burners are being down. But right now, we'll give him a fighting chance. The jump shots there for Brixta. Caesar just not missing, bro. He's got 3 on his belt. Derek's here for the collapse. Is he AFK? Okay, so it's a 1v2. Derek's finally reconnected. Denicio doesn't quite know it just yet, but that bomb is certainly not planted for boxes. He's going to have to make a little bit more of a proactive push towards the middle of the map, and this might be where we see this one come down to the wire. Nope, Derek's in a clutch opportunity. He might be just a little... I mean, look, he's not... This is not even a true 5v5. This is Derek's just staying alive, you know, to not get disconnected. And Caesar just running circles around this team. 3 kills in the first round. Got the defuse. In the defense, even on a little bit of a sloppy start, able to recover very well, Gil.
Yeah, definitely a great recover there from Caesar and 117. But also a bit of a choke on the side of the members of Enigma, but, you know, let's see. That was a great beginning of round 1, but not a great ending. So let's see if they can manage to fix those issues this time around. Derek's going to find the first blood onto HBC. Etsy also going to fall to the ground. Saiku with a kill and an assistance, but gets taken down as well. Karma with a knockout to Denicio. Everyone is pushing in, and
Yikes.
Karma gonna find yet another one. Brixta was just not ready for what was coming her way, and not even only her, like everybody on the side of Enigma. I feel like that was a huge surprise to them, and honestly was a huge surprise for me as well. They managed to find 1 kill or 2 even that round, but not much more out of that.
No, not much out of that. So very quickly, we see this one turn on its head real quick now. Hardpoint, very lopsided affair. This one needs to be a very convincing win here and see if this team in Enigma deserves to be in this Bronze Series matchup. Obviously, they have earned it. But the skill gaps from these 2 teams, clearly 117 have a better day today off the rip. Now it's the bounce back here as we see. First blood does go through. Karma's been dropped. Can the side of Enigma capitalize? Now HBC, he is begging for a B-side plant, but he is not anticipating that slick movement from Caesar, able to slide through and clean up 1. Bomb goes down. Here comes Caesar. He's bringing the heat. Not going to be able to win the gunfight there. Lucky able to get the trade on Etsy. We got a 3v2. The player advantage. Will it be spoiled yet again here for Enigma? Yes, it will. Saturn's able to clip 1. Look for the second. He's got shots on Seiku. Seiku just trying to get this bomb plant down, and he is going to be able to successfully do it now. Brixta trying to hold off the force of this push, which is inevitable onto one way or another, and Lucky able to cross the shot on that one, Gil. It's a 2v1 with 35 seconds left on the clock.
I just watched Brixta just woof. 2 easy shots. The enemies didn't even know she was there. and managed to miss both of those. Now the bomb is gonna be defused. Saiku didn't had no clue what was going on, and even if Saiku did, honestly, the defense there was gonna be strong on the side of 117. But I gotta say, Bricksta missed the shot first onto Saturn's, and then missed the second one on the other player. I think it was Karma question mark. I'm not sure, but really unfortunate verdict now, because plenty of mistakes are causing a 3-0 lead to go in favor of 117. I said that the first couple of rounds will give us a little bit of intel, and I definitely have gathered enough. I just feel like Enigma are I mean, of course they still got the level. They've been capable of winning plenty of one-on-one fights, but the reality is that they cannot close those rounds, at least not so far. And that is definitely going to take an even deeper impact in them.
Yeah, it is. Lucky able to find one for the equalizer again. Player advantage, life count certainly being wasted here early on. Oh my god, Seiku, just give it to him for free. Bomb's been dropped already. It's being held hostage here in the back alley site. Denicio trying to recover it, also trying to get on board with a kill for his on. With both of those players flirting in the back alley, you certainly are not going to want to push that angle directly. We'll see if we get a little bit more of a creative strategy rolling through. It's a 2v3 here. They need to pick up the bomb. They need to find a way to get these players down as well with it now. Easier said than done. Lucky able to find the shot through the top side of Granny's at HBC. It is a Hail Mary of a shot here to reel this one back in. Let's see what you got in it. 40 seconds left to go. A little bit of time to play with. Needs to take down Lucky before he can transition. The jump there from Lucky might have given away his location. The ego chow for the second peak certainly doesn't pay off for him, but it's still 2 players left. Holding the back alley push. And with 20 seconds left to go, it is pretty much a team deathmatch if HBC wants to win this one.
And, all right. Well, not a lot much left for HBC to attempt to do. Yeah, there's 12 seconds, but I don't think you got enough time in your hands, buddy. He's trying to get closer, trying to find enemies. Gonna find the first one and lands a nasty shot onto him, picks up that bomb, but they're like, you know what? We've seen people make the mistake of just pushing in for the kill and die, so I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. So 117 securing that round the easiest way possible, which was just not die, wait it out, get out of there. And they do, ladies and gentlemen, a 4-0 lead for 117. Enigma completely shut down round after round after round. In here is going to be a lot of aggression, a lot of pressure over towards Alpha, and Lucky's going to defend. Karma going to do the same there. Saturn's now with the R9, going to take the kill to Saiku. More pressure by Caesar. Breaks the left alone, manages to find one kill, but there's Saturn's with his shotgun coming in hot with his light pick at it. That's
Yikes.
Another round in favor of 117. They are beginning to feel more and more comfortable. I cannot say the same on the side of Enigma.
It's almost like Enigma have thrown up the white flag here in the Search to Destroy, man. All fight has left this matchup. It has been a brutal Hardpoint followed up by a brutal Search to Destroy so far. And only one round needed to put us into that map point here for the side of 117. Spanish Connection have been flawless here in Search to Destroy. And let me tell you, they have not been flawless in mechanics. There have been several rounds where Enigma just could not clutch up or could not win the round based off of what they had ahead of them. Right now, they're playing for picks. They find the first 2, and slowing things down might be the best strategy here. But they have not been able to capitalize on the body count. Saturn's able to quickly return for one of those, so what was a 2-player count now going to be down to 1. Karma actually finds the equalizer, and it's Caesar able to find another. This one is getting out of hand yet again. Doesn't matter how many bodies are left on this point. 117, they have just been the better team. Denicio able to find one through the deli. Seiku able to roll back for one. Okay. Caesar now with a clutch opportunity. Enigma might be able to find a round here in the Search to Destroy. Let's see if Caesar can figure something out here real quick. He's only got about 5 seconds before this bomb's got to get defused. Nope, ain't happening. There we go. Finally a round win for Enigma. And a little bit of a fight back from them. Much needed after the 6 rounds we just watched.
A much needed, well-executed bounce-back round for them. It was a 3-2 deficit for the side of Enigma, but they played it right. They were just ping-ponging their attention by going left to right there over on Deli. They did not know what to do, and it worked out. Now, Caesar with an 8, gonna find the first blood onto Saiku. Let's be reminded, we still have a 5-1 lead, so it's a huge favor in the side of 117 now. It's gonna be a 5v3. Nope, scratch out 5v2. Darius with a kill, Caesar with a follow, and Etsy is falling to the ground as well. That was such a quick round. That was yet again a super quick round. They even managed to find time to. I think they planted the bomb as well. I don't know how, but
I didn't even follow. I'm gonna be honest with you. This round was. And this game has certainly gotten out of hand. 117 clearly brought their A game today. Enigma. They might have forgotten to turn their devices on at this point. Right now, let's see if they can bounce back. One round they have found so far in 7. Last one was another brutal one, and obviously Lucky does not care about anything. It doesn't care what kind of skill you have on the flip side. Doesn't matter how many bodies are over on that A site. We're going to go ahead and just ego the hell out of everything. Right now, bomb's going to get planted here on the backside. And the pulse plant position, and Derek's going to give away his location. That bomb is certainly being planted on the backside of the bomb site, so we won't see any redirects over towards the boxes site, and that's quite all right. They knew that Denicio was in the backside, and now they're playing for the pinch. Here comes the hit. Derek's from the backside, taking up a little bit of his attention. Lucky just here for safety precautions. Denicio does win one of these gunfights, and now he's going to have to take it to the cubby. Here comes the nade. 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Is it baked to perfection, or is it half? It is going to get Lucky for half himself. Now here comes the hit. Denicio has no idea where he's at. The shots are going to come through. Lucky's won. Can he win the gunfight? He is running for dear life. Does he have time? He does not.
I don't think so.
That's game. Game number 2. Hot damn. Lucky, you're just so much better, bro. And 117, 7-1 victory. Good night. What are we watching?
Sneaky little Lucky, man. It was just so wild. I honestly thought that nade was gonna be the kill in favor of Denicio that would allow him to defuse the bomb. Unfortunately, that was just not the case. But oh man, that's gotta sting. That's gotta hurt. Unfortunately, on the side of Enigma. But let's be honest, they were on a 6-1 lead verdict. Even if they would have won that round, it was just a long shot. It was a lot of missed opportunities in the past, led to just a lot of trouble in there. But well, GG, well played. 10 kills verdict for both Lucky and Caesar on only 8 rounds. All of them pretty much having an average of 1 kill per round because of how well distributed they were around the map. It was great. GG's. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I think you said it earlier. We might not go to a game 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's not looking likely. Enigma have every opportunity to do so. As a matter of fact, that Search and Destroy didn't look bad at first.
Yeah.
It progressively got worse as the game, played out, but it's almost like, hey, we start off with a good round, but we don't clutch it, and then everything just goes out the window. Like, well, hell, we could win that round. We're not going to win the next either. And that was kind of like what the mentality we were seeing out of this Enigma team. A big shout out to 117, though. They showed up, and they brought the absolute fire. Absolute heat. And Enigma, they just cannot handle it. They have not handled it well so far. Now, as you mentioned, we are heading over to game number 3. I'm going to wait for my emulator to pull back up, as I did take a moment to make sure that it was ready to go before we jumped into this game 3. I hadn't restarted it just yet, but damn, maybe this will give a little bit of a time for a breather for Enigma, because frankly, they just have not shown up to this fight at all. Did they even know we're playing right now? Is Enigma, are you guys aware that y'all are in the bronze matchup right now?
Oh, maybe they're not, man, because a lot of mistakes, a lot of missteps, and they are having to pay for them. They paid by losing those early rounds in Search and Destroy. They certainly did with a lack of a way to actually control anything on the side of Hardpoint. We're moving on to Control. We're moving on to Slums. And we already saw a little bit of a taste of Saturn's verdict with the R9 on stand-up. I wouldn't be surprised at all. It was the Saturn's playing with R9 here on Slums. So let's wait and see. That could be fancy. That would be great. I'm sure that Chan would enjoy that a lot.
And, well, no one cares about Ken right now. We're in EU, okay? It's all about Deanna over here. All right, I'm just getting hit, man. Much love to you. Right now, you know, I think 117 could frankly use any gun they wanted to. It could certainly make this matchup a little more entertaining at this point. We've seen 2 bloody beatdowns. Does Enigma have any life left in them right now? Well, they've got something going for them, and that's the control round number 5. Granted, it goes the distance. We'll see them on the defense right now. They've got to win this first round in order to be eligible to see that round 5. We'll see how it pans out now. First blood's coming through. It is 4 for the price of 2. And 117, they are winning their gunnies. Right now, there goes the shotty. It is going to be Saturn's with the KRM. Not so much the Doof, but the Silent Reaver making its appearance here in COD Mobile Control. And right now, it is looking good here on the blue side of the map.
Good. Look at all those diamonds for Saturn still holding the hill. He was just trying to snipe out of nowhere, not gonna work out, but ooh, almost manages to get that point, but Deniso's gonna say no to that, immediately bounces inside, tries to prevent any more control, but there's Lucky yet again, no, gonna be spotted as well. The defense continues on the side of Bravo thanks to the power of HBC, who was here trying to defend, but he's gonna get stunned, tries to go to the ground, not gonna be possible. Saturn's with a double there with a KRM is gonna clean that up, ladies and gentlemen. Is gonna even the kill board as well. And on top of it, objective captured, secure. 2 minutes now on the clock. Just plenty more wheeling side for 117. Let's see what kind of strategy they're thinking of. Saturns did pick up an EM2 from the ground, but not gonna be capable of doing too much at a distance. There was HBC. It's been really great with those long range angles. Using this kilo, you're gonna find yet another kill onto Karma. Finally going to be spotted, but with these numbers, with these kills being so close to one another, I gotta say that it's not necessarily looking bad for the side of Enigma, but he can swift, he can change rather quickly if they are not careful enough.
No, it's not looking great. As a matter of fact, you give him a lot of map control. Etsy trying to reel it back in. Saturn's KRM in hand, making it look easy. There it goes inside the mechanic shop. You hop. Saturn's will drop you. Finally, a little taste of his own medicine. The shorty comes out there for Denisio and back to the spawn. We'll see Saturn's go. All that map control lost, but they still have plenty of time to work with. It is 8-7 in the life count to go on top of that, so a very close game. We're all back up and even. About as much time as anybody needs to make something happen here. This one could be just a drawn-out search or destroy. TDM at any expense. Derek's, or Saturn's rather, now is going to be able to hop to Puri. It's going to get shut down, but Bricks at HBC, they're the last hope. 1:12 going to be stopped. And through the wall, HBC trying to get something going. He's shut down. First round of the defense might be a sell. Bricks is the last hope. She's going to get cornered and rounded by multiples. And first strikes quick there for the side of 117. They put a notch on the board and rally up to potentially start this one in the 3-0 fashion.
What can I say? You called it. You literally called it. And they did it. 117 saw an opportunity and immediately took it. It was just so fast that Enigma was completely unable to fight back against that. Now they need it. They have to win an offensive round, which is gonna be rather difficult against a team as 117. Now there's Karma holding a claw, patiently waiting. Be holding the side of mid, gonna find Bricks at a distance, goes for that kill, misses the last shot, and then gets taken down by Saiku. That was not great for the 117 member. Small kill gap is gonna be in favor of Enigma. It's gonna be 2 their way now, trying to push through mid. There's Bricks who gets spotted by Lucky, but does a lot of damage in there. All gonna be made. Saiku, the opportunity to go forward, but no, he's waiting for allies. Other waiting is gonna be good for him as he takes that kill into Lucky now. Second shot at trying to go through blue. The one defending is yet again Saturn. Shotty, the shotgun, gonna find one, gonna go for 2, taking it, making it his own, and now pushes even deeper, even further onto enemy's territory. Only 20 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't even know if it's possible anymore to win any rounds for the side of Enigma. They're trying to increase the time by surviving, but
no way!
How are you?
Yo, bro, what did we just watch, man? What was that? My guy's got Joel movement. He's continuing to fry. Annihilated for Denicio. He was heading out the door. He said, I don't want any part of this. And surely Derek chases. He wins those. Right now, 0 seconds on the clock. You know what that means. You cannot afford a single mistake. Breaks up. Drops quickly. Caesar does get the kill. That was what in the boxing gloves that came through for the midsection. And whoo, boy, this one is possibly the quickest Bronze Series matchup we have ever seen. Obviously, we started about 15 minutes after the hour. And we've been live for an hour. 25 minutes is what it took to build this one up. And only 30 minutes of action we're going to get to see out of this one, potentially. Oh my, Gil. We're in shambles right now, bro.
Completely in shambles right now. Ladies and gentlemen, not looking hot, not looking pretty. Brixta is trying to go for some sort of spawn trap strategy. Could work out for them if they manage to go forward a little bit more, a little bit deeper, but not gonna be the case. Derek's, let me tell you, my boy be trying to go for a nuke streak with them gloves, and I'd like to complain about it, but how many kills did he get with that last round? Like at least 3 or 4, which is wild. I wouldn't say that he's the one with the most kills for the squad, but it's not even needed. You got players like Caesar. He's still like, he's just playing with the gloves. I'm telling you, man, he doesn't care no more.
He doesn't care anymore. Look at him. He's already got a little bit of map control. Eat a paper plane, though, as he gets shut down. Etsy says, I will not take this anymore. I don't care how rude and disrespectful you've been able to be this whole entire series. Right now, we're trying to reel it back in. They've done a great job keeping this team off the objectives. 29 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time to make something shake here on the attack. Saturn's trying to hop the hill. Gets shut down. Lucky now trying to insert himself in the equation. A little bit of map control can go a long way here in Slums right now. They are desperately needing to stay alive in order to complete the 3-0 here in the control. And right now, they have not been very successful as we start to see Enigma start to make the comeback. But again, they sold their first defending round, and they did not look good on their first attack. They're going to need night and day performances and able to keep this one alive. 16-5 is the life count for the time being, and Enigma on the backs of being a little, you know, outplayed at points here in this, well, at points, almost this entire series, we'll just say generously. Starting to finally make a little bit more of a respectable run here on the defense, but again, they're going to have to do it on the attack as well. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see what those kind of comms are sounding like, as this might be the last time we get a chance to hear from Enigma this season.
Let's go through bricks. I'm flashing garage.
One outside blue. I'm using Fred missile. One down. 2 guys inside blue.
Yeah, one shot inside blue.
Dead. One more inside blue.
Okay, patch Dennis. No one inside blue. One shot. Nice.
I'm using Gani.
One come.
Still outside blue.
One shot inside blue.
Blue's flash.
Blue dead. Still inside blue.
One coffee claw flashed. He's going double D, double D.
Fury dead on hill. Get my P1.
One shot. Please be engaged.
One inside hill.
Alright, not necessarily the comms we need to get a game winning, but they are still alive. Obviously, you can tell there's a little bit of tension in the comms. They're trying to play it cool, but, I mean, let's be real. This series has not gone their way at all. Right now, they're trying to reel it back in. Tac 5 is going to be Pac, Bricksta, and team just trying to get away from Derek's. I don't know, are melees still? Are they one-shot even with 150 health?
Oh man, Derek's was still playing with the gloves, man. It doesn't make sense. It's just out of nowhere. He's got 16 kills. Jesus Christ, but okay. I mean, they're on defense here for the side of 117. Enigma, as you mentioned last round, they managed to pull through it. Is there a death machine by HP? What even is it? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? 20 seconds left. A lot of aggression there, but the lives are still going to be quite even among the two of them. Nothing makes sense no more. Saturns with a Purifier will find a triple kill. It may be a round longer than what we anticipated. 2 more into the box. There's gonna be the Hunter Killer drone, and they are down. They are out. Enigma, they fought through it all season, but in here tonight, 117 was in to make a statement, which was, to my opinion, that maybe they didn't have the greatest performance against Kings. They played good, but not as great as they could have in here tonight. They would not even let their opponents breathe for a second.
No. I couldn't breathe for a second after watching that matchup. That was it started off brutal, and let me just tell you, chat, it did not get any better. 3-1 victory, 3-0 in the series, though. A flawless run here in the bronze matchup. And clearly, the Spanish connection, they wanted the win today. And Enigma, better luck next time. This is just not where you wanted to see this one end. It was a damn good run for a playoff berth. As a matter of fact, they beat one of the better teams in EU in the 31ers to get to this spot. Fortunately, that goes all out the drain. No prize pool indeed for them. 117, they get that 3rd place locked down, solidifying themselves as a top 3 team in EU. Wasn't a question about this series. Good freaking night. Let's take it back to the hostess, Deanna. Did we just witness a murder?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiples. For like a serial. Well, it was something that I was not expecting. I'm still shocked, okay? I'm still shocked.
Same.
With that Hardpoint, like, you know, guys, we talked about at the beginning. I wasn't thinking of a game 5. You know, we had this conversation at the beginning, but damn, that Hardpoint was brutal. Like, we started the first set of heals. I don't like Raid, and I hope the other team doesn't like Raid anymore either. I'm joking, I'm sorry. But yeah, we just started the first set of heals with 117 having already at least 180 points in their favor. That is big, right? They had their map control, they had always spawns, they always won the gunfights, right? And they had good rotations, and Enigma couldn't really find a break in that Hardpoint game, right? The second set of heal just opened, and 117 just won that Hardpoint, right? We had 4 players on the set of 117 who had more than 1 minute 30 on the OBJ. That's big. And Lucky was the MVP with 26 kills. Now, moving into the S&D, well, there's not much to say about the S&D besides the fact that it was very fast. We started with 5 solid rounds, right? And I did appreciate Enigma being such a good S&D team. We started with 5 solid rounds on the set of 117 not found, right? With good execution, very fast. I don't think they even planted the bomb that many times, or, you know, it was just so fast, right? We had a good round in favor of Enigma. I think it was before we switched sides, right? I did saw a light, you know, I was like, maybe we're gonna get more, but it was not the case, right? Because after that, 117 not found just took the lead and got the fast kills, and overall made the rounds very fast. I think I remember, and you guys saw, right, how Lucky actually kind of clutched that 1v1, right? Him being actually the last one alive, so he actually stayed alive, right? Alive, okay, whatever. But yeah, he clutched that. It was the new CEO in a 1v2, but he clutched it. It sounds very weird when you say a word so many times. And Lucky was the MVP, again with 10 kills. And then in the control, we did start with 2 fast rounds on the side of 117 not found. They controlled the map, right? They had the map control, they had the kills, they had the rotations all over the place. They were all over the place. At some point, we did saw Darox who was using the melee, getting the kills and so on. So yeah, it was such a good control, such a good, you know, matchup for them. And as you guys said, the fastest bronze matchup I saw, actually. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it too, because it was a 3-0, very fast Hardpoint, very fast S&D, and overall very fast control too. So yeah, therefore it was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yikes. That was a brutal way to start the stream. Hopefully we get way more action out of this next series. It's going to be a best 7. It's Kings and Animus. They are certainly about to square off here in a moment, as I just saw everyone starting to pile in the lobby. You know what that means? It's time to hear from our sponsors, as well as get some award ceremony. So we'll hear from Gorilla and COD Mobile. We shall return with your award nominees and victors. We'll be right back.
and welcome back, right? It was short. We had a word from our both sponsors, right? Gorilla and COD Mobile, and we are back. And as Verdict said, it's time for awards. So,
yay!
exactly. Thank you for the backup. So we have 3 awards this season, and I'm gonna start with the first one. That is for MVP. Gumania, can you tell us who was actually nominated and who actually won?
Absolutely. For the MVP, the nominees are Vinicio, Fahim, Mari, Caesar, Afer, Marvel, General, Gore, Creed, Captain. Those are the players that were nominated, but there's only one true MVP this season. And ladies and gentlemen, with 28 votes and over 20% of all the votes distributed out there, Marvel will be your MVP of the season. Let's go! Round of applause.
Marvel, let's go! Congratulations. Well deserved, bro.
Yes. Well done.
Well deserved, yeah.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna move forward towards the second one. That's gonna be most objective player, right? And we have quite a few players here. I always mention them when I see them, right? We do have Onur, we have Etsy, we have JC, Goat, Lucky, Jazz, Narcs, Either, Champy, and Rush, right? We have solid players here, right? We did saw them performing very good in the past broadcast. Every time they are the players that you can rely, especially when you're talking about OBJ. And the one that was actually, choose was, guess what? Narcs with 27 votes and 2.2% of the, people voted.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well done, Narcs. GG's. And now we are ready for the third one, and I think the most funny one. I'm actually very excited for it, and you guys gonna see why. Verdi, can you tell us about the best play of the season?
Abso-freaking-lutely. We had several nominations that came through. Best play of the season is a newly introduced award category. We thought that it was going to be the best play of the season. Let's go ahead and reward them. Some of the plays that made it through to the cut for the voting scenes. We had Denicio with the Annihilators versus 31ers. Zaka with the 11 kill streak versus the FA Ducks. Goat 4-piece 117 not found. 2 snipes and 2 nades. We had Rasmo with 2 sniper wall assists, back-to-back kills versus the 31ers. And we had Say's 360 no scope against Iceman. Also, Derok's S&D raid kills with the prize fighters. We saw my guy just loves boxing people out. We also, we had another one. Goat 4-piece versus 117 not found too. So, I already said that one. Instead of telling you all what play won, I think it would be only fair that we played a little drum roll as well and let you see it and just kind of experience it over and over again. Your award-winning play of the season, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be... That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Rasmo with just such a nasty clip. We have it live on stream. And I've got to say, this is by far... Goddamn. I mean, even watching it over and over again, just ridiculous the amount of talent that Rasmo brought to the table.
Oh my god! Yeah, the and it was so cool, and I was like, what? How can he do that? Like, I started on Twitter, you guys probably saw it too, so it was absolutely amazing, great talent on his side, but also on the other nominees, right? They did amazing, all of the clips that they did, or I hope they did. I wish I could say them all, see them all. So hopefully we're gonna have a small montage with all of them. That would be cool,
Yeah, this season was great for clips. Honestly, maybe there was some issues here and there, but the clips, man, that we got in some matches, it was just wild. I loved it. So yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get quite a few out there because it was just incredible. And once again, this is a new category Verdict mentioned. And I like it, I feel like it's a great way to display all of those insane plays that we get across the season, right?
Yes. It's a great idea. Yes,
Whoever thought of
hopefully
this one
next
was
season.
a freaking goat. I don't know who was it, but
Genius.
just an
I mean,
absolute
I suggested
freaking.
it myself. Maybe you did as well, but I suggested it too. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
well, I mean, I certainly did suggest it. When they asked me, I was like, I have no idea what we should do.
I was so happy because the two categories that I suggested were introduced, and I was like, "Hey, that's
Yeah, that's right, Gil. You're a genius, bro. You're a freaking. You're certainly not cracked in COD Mobile. We found that out today. Yo, chat, y'all missed it. It was a 10-1.
Okay.
No ping, no mames.
Not necessary. Not necessary.
Look, bro, he was walking around clueless, chat.
Right?
Okay, you're right.
Oh man.
Well, we shall not talk about the ping, okay? You know what? It was a fair 1v1. I can't wait for next season 1v1. We should do this as a tradition. But yeah, I really love winning against you two guys, you know. It's not like Verdict did something different last time when I 1v1 him, so yeah.
I put a way more than one fight, or one gunfight win. It was closer than that. I think I had like 7. It was tied all the way up until I got to 7, and then things just got out of hand. That's all I gotta say.
I love you both guys. You guys are amazing, but you know what? We are here for the final games. We're gonna have a best of 7. Hopefully we're gonna see 7 games. I'm very excited. And Gimenia, can you go over the maps? No?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Well, this is the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, which means no best of 5, rather a best of 7, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And I'm gonna go quickly through them all. To begin, the first hardpoint is gonna be over on slums, then search and destroy on firing range. Third map of control on summit. The second hardpoint is gonna be on takeoff. Second S&D on standoff. Then control over on raid and a potential 7th map of search and destroy on Hacienda. Diana, thoughts on this best of 7 among enemies and the Kings?
Beginning, I'm happy. We have raid control in a 6th game if we're gonna get there, right? So I'm very excited to see all of it, and to be honest, hopefully we're gonna see a very close game, right? Both teams are the best, right? Both two are one of the best teams right here in EU, and I'm actually very excited to see how they're gonna do against each other, right, in these rosters and with the players. So definitely I'm gonna let it to you guys. Have fun casting, and I'm gonna be back after it.
Alrighty, Gil, this is the moment we waited for all season long. Two of the best teams in EU. We had anticipated these two in particular. Why? Because the talent in this lobby, I mean, it's almost too hot to touch. We've got Kings, we've got Animus, starting lineups, Marvel, Balance, Cathilla, Narcs, and Shark. And then for the bottom side of the map, we have, for the Kings, Raid, Spy, Rasmo, Inferno, Unknown Orb. Based off of what we've seen in the regular season, this matchup was hella close. What are your predictions going into this one, Gil?
I'm not sure. I feel like this match could go the distance. Honestly, I feel like both teams are super great. Both sides, the 10 players that are gonna be here tonight, are gonna give it their A gameplay, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't think I could just give an estimated score myself. Can you? Like, would you be able to come up with something?
You know, as far as like maps, I think anything can happen. I don't know if I can give like a score line like 4-3, 3-4, 3-3, or 4-2. I don't know if I could say that. What I will say is, it was hella close in all the games that we saw, except with these two head-to-head in the regular season. Except this, I want to say it was maybe this the Hardpoint. I can't remember. I think Kings had a little bit more of a convincing performance overall in that best of 3. Granted, this one's going to be way different. This is, I mean, anything can happen in best 7. We're going to have to get some games in and pause for a moment if it does go the distance, because these devices, I mean, they consume so much battery. I could see this one going to at least a game 5 here tonight. And, I mean, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot of, toll on the mental, the psyche. I mean, after that first series, I'm going to need a therapist to figure out what I watched there. This one, I think it's going to be a lot closer. I think this one's going to reel us back in. I think this is what COD Mobile is about here in EU.
And funny enough, one of the very few situations where you can actually win or be close to winning a match with only S&D, right? With Search and Destroy, you get 3 shots, and I'm intrigued to see how much of an improvement we might as well see from these two teams on S&D particularly. But to begin with, we don't start on S&D, we go for Hardpoint. That is going to be over on Slums, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go on to the second match of the night, the grand finals of the Mobile Mayhem Winter Decision over on Euro Verdict. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it now. We're going to hop into it. Hope you brought your passports. We are certainly in South America right now for the action. Game number 1. Slums Hardpoint's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. King Spy going to be able to open up with the first bloods. The Kings all over the objective. Nope, it's Animus. They're here to play. They've got ringside control. They've got the kills to go along with it. Balance putting up 2 in the feed as well, making it 3 of his on. And with this a first initial wave of players going down, the spawns are going to be predicted. You got one trying to make the backside approach. Spy going to get dropped down. They've got blue side control, the Kings do, but they have nowhere to go outside of it.
Yeah, incredible performance now. Already 30 seconds for them, but the only one alive was their Shark, so they're going to be retaking now the control back. That's going to be for the Kings. 20 seconds left, and they are trying to hold in strong inside of the hill. There's going to be Spy with a Holger. Nope, Shark is going to knock him down. The only one alive now was Honor, also killed as well on top of it. All the way back down, Verdict for point number 2. We're going to see Narcs over there trying to hold, like I mentioned, those spawns, and it's going to be great for the members over on Animus, but let's see how great it is actually going to be. The Kings trying to rotate themselves. They're going to be losing not 1, not 2, but 4 members. That was a full ocean of blue over on the feed. And, well, the initial hold is definitely going to be in favor of Animus.
Oh, it is right now. Kings trying to get out of the spawn. They are not having very much success. Rasmuel trying to play for his dear life there. He's able to catch one off guard. Sharks drop. Backline going to be penetrated, but here comes the Streaks. 2 in the feed. 1 is going to be won by the Gunny, though. And the rotation here for P2, the new setup, has been absolutely grateful here for the boys over at the side of Animus. But Kings, they are still knocking on the back door. They are still trying to get some kind of time off the hill. Inferno not going to be denied. Absolutely is. Gathilla going to be able to take him down a peg. And now it's down to a 1v1. Onur cannot win the gunfight. Balance is going to be able to win the gunfight for scrap time. He's going to have Narcs there, the king of the OBJ here for this season. And the MVP in Marvel already trying to make that rotation through. So far, so good. 2 hills down. A commanding lead here for the side of Animus. But Kings, they're trying to get the setup for New Gil. Looking like they might be able to do it unspoiled.
In Verdict, although we were talking about all the how great these 10 players are in here, I would say that arguably one of the players that rolled a bit more on the side of Animus was balanced in quite a few maps, but in here tonight, he's in it to win it. Already 12 kills, Verdict. He's been crying with the Bison, and I feel like that's been a huge part and a huge impact on the way that Animus has been playing, but let's see if he's going to manage to keep up with that same strategy, with that same momentum. So far in here on P3, finally we get to see some control on the side of Kings. They're holding in strong. They're holding 2 players inside the hill. Honor with yet another double, actually triple kill for himself. 50 bullets on the weapon still. Gonna be dropping that 100 killer drone. Scrap time will be given to them in a way. The only one closest to this area is Marvel, who, let's be reminded, was the MVP of the season, but right now that's not being the case because, like I mentioned, Balance shining pretty bright. There's gonna be the PAM being used to try to confuse the opponents, but the score, thanks to that clean defense on P3, is actually going to be quite even.
Yeah, rolled back in. I don't think I've ever seen a commanding P3 comeback in my entire time of casting this map. Obviously, anything can happen here as now we head over to the mechanic shop. Boys over at Animus, they're not looking as comfortable as they once were, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be able to perform under the pressure so far. Able to find 20 seconds off the bat and extend that lead. Operators out the door there for Narcs. Not going to be able to find too much with it, but Marvel able to find a few there. Your MVP trying to put up an MVP performance so far. It has been balanced, all in the feed. He's kind of slowed down. Let's see if he can speed it back up, because he does find a little bit of perimeter control. And it has been very, very lopsided. It's either you get the hill locked down. There has not been a single break. Maybe we'll see a game changer here in Spy, who's able to get into the objective for the time being. And finally, a little bit of a fight back on some of these money objectives. Going to be able to keep it close for this first set of hills, but Marvel from the backside able to shut down 1. He gets a 2-piece there. He's the MVP for a reason. And we're heading over to P1 reset with about a 40-point advantage rolling in favor of Animus.
sir. Going back on B1 reset inside of the hill. We're gonna get Godzilla first. Let's see. I'm trying to defend. Gonna find a few enemies at blue, but Inferno is gonna knock him down. The retake is not gonna happen quite yet because Nox immediately trades place with his ally, now trying to survive himself. Will be killed as well, but Verdict constantly, every single time that they lose a member over on the side of Animus, they get another one in the vicinity to make sure that they get inside 150 points in favor of Animus. We're pretty much halfway through, and Verdict, I wanted to ask, why don't we go ahead and do the first listening on the grand finals?
Let's do it. Let's go ahead and jump in. They got the momentum. Let's see if they can keep it. We're right in for our first listening with the side of Animus.
He's pushing, come you guys. One
Wait.
Vas-y, gagnons. Vas-y, je vais spawn avec toi, Nars. Marvel, joue le point. Garde le pour le moment. Blue stairs, pushing. Attends, par où, il push. We don't have spawn. Play slow spawn. Let's spawn bar.
Choose spawn. Dead on spawn. Go for spawn.
I'm on spawn though.
Dead point. Two dead.
Watch out,
Pushing. Dead. Watch gun, watch stairs. Shark dead.
1 HP con. Push spawn. They push full spawn. Go side.
Dead. Come.
Go help side.
Connector. Nice. No one connector. Not connected.
Come, I watch the side.
Watch out boosters though. Watch out boosters.
Don't pick spawn. Don't pick spawn.
Tap.
Spawn clear.
Dead boosters.
Go.
Oh my god, what a masterclass of a retake. Right back in it. They don't have spawns, they get spawns. They played their life to the fullest, and that P2, even though it started off looking like it was going to be a bit rocky, the adversity handled very, very well from the boys over at Animus. They're going to be able to put themselves above the 200-point marker as the Godzilla, making it rain with a Pretty. Right now, only 35 seconds needed to close it out, but if you remember last time around, Kings were able to pull up a full 60 on this hill, Gil.
Right now, Spy lands the annihilator shot on to Shark, but the Tag 5 was popped and was unable to find that kill, so the immediate retake not gonna be as clean as it was before, but they needed that, and right now they are just not finding any more shots, any more opportunities, any other path to actually try to get inside is completely denied, completely shut down. Less than 20 seconds is all that Animus need. They started in heavy, and they are trying to stand up heavy as well. Right now, through the wall, Rasmo and Raid will clean the path to a couple extra seconds, but with only 12 points needed on the side of Animus, I feel like this is pretty much over with, but I'll have to wait and see. Let's see if Kings has anything to say about that. There's a couple of utilities available on their department. One of those is going to be the use
they're
of the
going to have to contest here,
Inferno.
Gil. They're going to have to contest here, and certainly enough, it's 249. Inferno trying to keep the dream alive, but I'm going to be honest with you. This one's looking like it's going to be a shutdown. Shark going to be able to win one gunfight. Here comes the Pred missile. It is devastation on the flip side of things. That was a Preddy in favor of the Kings. And right now, only 1 second's needed. Mechanic has got to be flawless. You got to connect the dots over to P1 and P2. Let's see how much longer they can keep this stream alive, because at this point, you barely got the break there on that P3 site where you were flawless earlier. Animus have just done so much better of a job of adapting here. Only 1 second needed again. It doesn't look like it's going to come anytime soon. No, it's finally, we're going to see this one continue out, but this one's getting just, I mean, come on, Animus. You've got to be able to tuck this one away, right?
I mean, yeah, in here, the thing is 100 points is a lot, man. It is just a lot, but valiant effort in here. 10 more seconds in there, and it seems like Animus are no longer interested on P4. They're gonna go for the reset, and said reset is gonna be back into the fountain, into the middle of the map. They got plenty of members in there, and Raid knows this, so Raid immediately bouncing inside. A lot of kills coming through. Verdict, what's going on? What is it? Like, that's the longest time we've seen them control, but finally that control is gonna be broken for half a second, and half a second Verdict. That's all they needed, right? So, with that in mind, the victory comes through. And you can only wonder, like, what could have happened if we've seen that sort of playstyle on the side of Kings across the entirety of the game, instead of when they had already their backs against the walls.
I don't know, man. I was watching that P3, and then there was like only 8 seconds needed. The break came through, and they wasted so much time trying to get the retake. Obviously, they were able to do so, but with not a lot of time to spare. As a matter of fact, it was 249 to 100. I mean, that one was over on the P3 side. Once that second break came through, and you started to see those I mean, obviously, after the retake back on P2, I mean, Animus looked like they were in the control, but on top of that, they take you out of P3 and get a majority of it as well. I mean, this one is a nightmare of a performance here for the side of Kings. Right now, I believe that was that was King's map pick as well. Oh boy, beat him in there on map selection. This is not a great start for Kings. We'll see if they can bounce back in the search and destroy. 250 to 164 victory in game number 1. Take a look at the stats too. I mean, it was what? Raid 30 and 28 with a minute on the clock. You had a minute and 28 for Onur, but Rasmo and Inferno just did not have any luck with objective time, as well as not enough slaying to really, justify it.
Yeah, definitely. There was just a lot of stuff that, at least on the side of Kings, was just not working out. Well, Animus did it, and the early lead, I think I agree with the sense that if they would have had that second rotation of P3, we could have seen a completely different game, but without it, it was just pretty much the nail in the coffin. At least for game 1, let's be reminded, this is grand finals, this is best of 7, so plenty more to come. But up first, next is going to be search and destroy on firing range. A lot of sniping opportunities for both teams, and honestly, Verdict, with Balance already having back those numbers that we are used to watching him for, I feel like it's gonna be slightly more difficult onto the side of Kings to try to overcome the monster that
I mean, I mean, Balance started hot, but he did not end hot. I don't know if you recall the stat. My guy went 19 to 31. He was just, I mean, what he started off with like 15, and then he got 4 kills and died 12 times towards it. That's not a good stat line to be proud of. Right now, he has a lot of room for improvement. It needs to at least be neutral if he's going to play that Slayer role. And if he's not picking up more than 19 and going negative 12, you've got to be able to pick up some more hill time. Obviously, game was well over, but at any point, if we would have saw a comeback, we would have probably been pinpointing his performance if we had to put a blame on anybody or kind of focus on a player who didn't completely pull their weight. Gatilla dropped 46 seconds at an objective time and went 28 and 32. So definitely going to need to see Balance kind of heat back up and stay heated up and be consistent.
All right, well, seems like players are ready, so we're probably going to be starting soon with the next one. And okay, so what do you think? It's a little bit of a toss-up, like you mentioned, with Balance's performance. But if we get to see that first half Balance, at least on the first half of S&D, I'd say that Animus are definitely going to be happy with that. And let's be reminded, they are on offense first, so that means that they got the initial saying on to what's going to happen at the beginning, at least, of these rounds. And as such, I'm going to stick around with, actually, Balance himself, because he's the one carrying the bomb, once again repeating the weapon choice here with the Bison. Currently waiting. A lot of waiting seems like is going to be the strategy for the members over on Animus Verdict. So, going to be chill, 30 seconds, no one died. It's completely different than what we saw on Bronze, if we were to ask me.
No, you're absolutely right. A lot of waiting. Marvel, he has been golden with these first bloods. He is going to find the first one there as he peels the wig back at Rasmus. You might have won the play of the series or of the split, but you are not finding the play of the game here early on. Raid now to position of power, looking to go big here. He's waiting for everyone to push up. There's 3 in front of him. He's going to be able to take advantage of 2, and just like that, the tides have turned. That bomb is not going down. Narcs and Shark are in a 2v4 situation. Big kills and big patience paying dividends here in this search and destroy early on. Narcs and Shark, they've got their work cut out for them. 45 seconds left to go on the clock. They've got to lock and load. They've got to get this bomb picked up. And surely enough, Shark cannot pass through the middle of the map for free. He's going to get dropped. It's all down to Narcs for the 1v4.
So let's see if we can do it. But nah, Spy's like, let's just get it over with. So 1-0 lead in favor of Kings. The first blood may have been in favor of, I was about to say 117, no, Animus, but although they got the first blood, there was just no follow-up after that. In fact, that was the only kill in favor of Animus throughout the initial push. So let's see what they do now. Narcs yet again pulling the first blood in favor of Animus, but now pushing through A-Long. Defending over there is going to be Inferno, but they are going to be backing out. The next one in the area is going to be Rasmo. Rasmo with Sniper. Gonna miss the first shot. Gonna go for the second and lands it onto Balance. But goes for the double. Misses again. Let's see if there's another opportunity for Rasmo. He already got the first blood. Goes for the second. Misses. Weaving those shots. Now Marvel gets the knock though onto Spy. There's going to be a 4v3 in favor of Animus. And let's be reminded, the bomb's already down. Only 20 seconds on the clock. Athila with the next kill. Inferno and Honor are not going to settle. A few kills are going to be taken there. Inferno will take the knock onto Spy. Knocks out a distance with only 10 seconds left. He can take the first jump shot and now begins to back out. Hides behind that. He's got the perfect opportunity with the head to each spot. There was not even enough time for him to defuse, so he went in for the kill and took it. That was really, really great played by Kings, but even better by Narcs. He knew that with a simple jump shot, he could deny any chance, any opportunity for the Kings.
Yeah, there we go, Narcs. The last line of defense, he was the insurance player on this side of the map. Goes absolutely bonkers there for the 1v2 clutch. Spy now getting hit, the send onto the jungle site. Spy's good for the first, but Balance able to quickly trade. Gadilla's going to get dropped. Rasmo trying to get the mid-map wrap as well. Ray trying to hold off getting this bomb plant down. Inferno with the Lapa is going to be able to find the second, and just like that, this one is going to be dropped on its head. Reeling it back in, though, as the boys in yellow, and it's Marvel, it's Narcs, the two sniper phenoms. Can they reel it back in the 2v4 clutch? You've got your MVP of the split as well as your objective player of the split. Let's see if they can get this objective back up and try and find the round now as Raid made it into the cubby site. This is a little bit of uncertainty here for Narcs. Here comes the peek. Catches him off guard. And it is going to be Narcs able to play alive and try and get this bomb collected at the time being now as we've got it back down to a 2v2. Anur in the top side of the sandbags, and he is just going to tuck himself nice and tight right around the corner. So 45 seconds. We are all equal up. Oh, Nor the peak. Perfect timing. Norval now last one alive. Gil, 40 seconds on that clock.
Seconds indeed. Marvel so far has gotten 2 kills, and these rounds have been just way different from one another. Rasmo, he was already feeling himself, you know, he was smelling the troubles. He was already aiming for that kill and took it. 2-1 lead in favor of the Kings, but I'm liking the way that it is just pretty much an adaptability fight among the two of them, because they're not being predictable whatsoever. You know, they are always changing their paths, always changing whatever they're doing. Look at Inferno pushing forward, find that kill onto Marvel, gets spotted by Balance, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. You cannot expect anything because of how different they are being from one another.
No, you're right, and we're going back and forth so far. 2-1 lead in favor of the Kings. They have dropped 2 this round. Marvel was the only trade that they were able to make, and you drop out on Onur and Inferno. These are 2 players that have been huge impacts here in this Search and Destroy. True for the price of 1, not necessarily going to be the best odds, but anytime you get Marvel out of here early on, very, very, very well accomplished raid. Going to be able to jump shot right in the middle of the map. Spy going to be able to find the 2-piece to shut down the B hit. It's all on Shark. Able to win the first, but is 2 more players left standing, and they have already made the rotation fully through to the B site. So bombs down. Shark. 55 seconds left to go. Raid does spot that bomb being in the location. Rasmo going to be the first interaction. Raid going to be able to seal the deal with the last shots. And a great bounce back and a upper hand in favor of the Kings. They're trying to redeem themselves from the first game of the series. That was their map selection. This time, we're playing in an Animus's selected map here for the Search and Destroy. They've got the advantage, but they are on the defense the first 6 rounds. They only got 2 more to go, Gil.
Right, 2 more to go. Let's see what they have to show for themselves. Once again, pushing through A-Long, receiving a lot of damage through the wall. Honor will find the first blood. That is going to almost shut down the opportunity to push forward, but Balance. He's gonna hurt that. They threw the smoke, tries to push forward, finds the kill, immediately goes for more, finds the double. Balance. No free, just fight, turns around, wants to take a triple kill in here and does, but gets spotted by Raid. Triple kill for Balance, but still not gonna be enough. It was a lot of kills happening pretty much at the same time, and all of a sudden, we're gonna get a 1v1. Verdict mentioned it himself. It was gonna be only 2 more rounds, and this was so close to be won in favor of Animus. The Kings are gonna do it again, this time by the hands of Raid. 4-1 lead. Last round before we flip spawns, but Kings looking pretty clean, huh?
Yeah, they are. This is a defense. They have ran superior so far. 4 and only 1 lost. Can they make it 5 though? Narcs opens up with this 8th of this game, certainly the first of this round. Onor's dropped. And he's been the king of first bloods here in this firing range defending site. Right now, Raid trying to hold off the push. The hit is coming through A-Long. He is trying to take as many bodies as he can. He finds 2. And now it's left again in a 2v something scenario. This time only 3 players left to deal with. Narcs and Shark. Combined for 9 kills. No, it's not 9. It's 9 for Narcs and 1 for him. Shark certainly needs to pull his weight here in this one. As Spy and Raswell are the counterparts on the flip side of the map. Raswell inside the trailer site does get eyes on Narcs, but Narcs, if you can see him, he can certainly see you too. The rotation is going to be red. Raswell is going to be able to hop out. Narc's not going to be able to get the shot there. And that might be something that we see Narc's kind of over pursue, as Shark is going to be able to get this bomb picked back up. Look at where Spy is now. He has found himself all the way behind Shark. Shark doesn't realize it. Long range shots coming through for Spy. They're going to be able to get the retake. It's the 5-1, the body shots. Ooh, boy, I know these boys are feeling salty after that hardpoint loss, but hell, this Search to Destroy performance, definitely a great way to equal themselves up.
Body shots definitely all over the place. Both getting the kills at the same time and shooting the bodies at the same time too. 5-1. We're going to be changing spawns. We're going to be changing sides, but I don't know, man. I feel like you mentioned, they're not happy on the side of Kings by losing the first map, and right now we're dominating on the second one. And I did add that S&D, Search to Destroy. We're gonna have a huge impact on the overall standings of this best of 7. So that's definitely a good sign for the Kings, but there's still plenty to go. We've mentioned that. This time, first round with them on offense by the hands of Kings. And completely similar to what we saw by Animas. They're going to be taking their time, but Honor and Rasma are going to pick up their own kills now. Defending over on Bravo is only Shark. The Shark already made the call for his allies. They're pushing in, and he knows that he goes for that kill into Inferno, but dies. That Lampa, man. It is just too clean. Lampa Inferno. Gonna kill the third one now. Gonna get spotted, but probably gonna make the call for his allies to help him out. 4B2 verdict. And the bomb is going to be planted.
No, this is not a good sign. Gathilla was able to get a hit marker there on Inferno. Inferno going to be able to live to see another round. This one to be exact now, as he's finally taken down. Narcs playing with fire here. The 1v4 clutch. Does he have the ice in his veins? Well, we are in firing range, chat. 28 seconds left to go. He's got 20 to play with. And he's got to account for that bomb defuse. Onur straddling the bomb head glitch. Nowhere to hide. Narcs not missing. Let's see if he can get the position of power now as he's rotated through. Raid playing hide and seek inside. Has to push out. The coordination there from Spy and Raid absolutely on point. They get the call out. We are on map point 6-1 as they shut down the terror in Narcs himself, who is sitting on 12 lead in the lobby. Not enough to get the 1v4. We are that much closer to being tied up in the series, and for this one to be as close as it could have been has certainly been well outside of the reach of the side of Animus.
5v5 in this game. So far, the 5 players on the side of Kings have been ruling these domains. There was a lot of aggression towards Bravo, but seemingly they were not feeling it on the side of Kings, yet they still managed to find the first blood again. Verdict 6-1, and the first blood is there for the side of Kings. Balance is going to be dropped dead, so 5v4. This time changing the strategy to push towards Alpha, and bomb is gonna be planted, ladies and gentlemen. It is do or die situation over on Animus. Narcs, oh, takes the blood on the bomb carrier. How do they not have a trophy system, Birdie? What am I missing here?
Well, I mean, if you think back to it, they were trying to invest all their utilities and whatnot onto that back alley push, but then they double back. I think everybody might have forgot their trophy systems, and very fortunate sign there for Animuses. That gives them a little bit of an opportunity to reposition. Right now, Onur picking the headies off, though, as this bomb has yet to go down. Narcs has been dropped. That nade shot might have prolonged this round for a little bit longer, but will be enough to, kind of reel it back in for the boys. Well, 3v4 now here for the retake. 42 seconds on the clock. We'll see what they can do now. The retake needs to be clean. And spotted is Godzilla, already making the rotation through. He's going to avoid that interaction. Looking for the action inside of trailer. He's going to get some shots in. Shark going to be 10 toes deep in it. Inferno gets one, dips out. And this is all on Shark now. He's split now. Inferno right on the other side. He's just going to go ahead and hop it. I think I kind of like the play. I don't think there's anybody there to shut him down, but it's Onur able to stop and prevent the ninja defuse. Shark did not have much time to play with. Had 1v2 scenario on his hands and could not find the gunny there to equalize things up and make it even. Not a very, very great search and destroy performance from Animus, but a bounce back after a game 1 blunder there for Kings. And we are all tied back up in the series.
Yes, sir. 7-1. I would say that even more, like, definitely a bigger gap here on S&D than what we saw on Hardpoint, without a doubt. Animus struggled, man. Animus, outside of Narcs, I think Narcs has the same amount of kills that everybody else on his team, actually. No, Narcs alone got more kills than the entirety of his own team. Like, it was just
Yikes.
really, really difficult for everybody else to try to find their own pace, their own control. And weirdly enough, I think you mentioned that it was a map pick by Animus, didn't you?
I did. Both teams selling their map picks in the first 2 games of this series so far. So maybe the meta is to not play the map that you select, and you will be successful based off of that strategy. We roll into a game 7. Animus might be sitting pretty nice.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting fancy. It's getting cool. So for now, that's all the first 2 maps. We're going to the third one. That's gonna be control on Summit. Verdict. The blue side is gonna be given to Animus. So with the back and forth we've seen in between Hardpoint and Search and Destroy, I would say that the edge that could try to tell us who can win this time around, at least in my opinion, has to be with Animus being on blue first, right? On defense.
I would normally say yes, but if you take a look at Summit as a whole, there's anything that can happen on a map like this. You start off with a little bit of momentum. On the attacking side, you can find yourself in a very profitable position. You hop the hills real quick, and time goes by quick when you stack 3-4 players on that objective. I think it's 11 seconds it takes to cap a single hill with 3 players on the objective. Maybe it's a little bit more in COD Mobile, but in Modern Warfare 2 and previous COD console titles, that's the number we're looking at. But obviously here, the name of the game is getting those kills off the rip, jumping the hill, and extending the clock, and giving your team a fighting chance. Obviously, anything can happen. I'm still waiting for my emulator to come back up. I don't know why it's taking so long to do so, but we should be good to gear up and hop into it in just a moment. Based off of what you're saying, if the defense wins, that would be yet again another map that we see a team that didn't select the actual map win 3 times in a row.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to say the least, honestly, but we'll have to wait and see. Like you mentioned, it is going to be on Summit. Last time around, it was Slom's control that we saw, and even on Slom's we saw shotgun. It was a KRM nonetheless. We also then saw the R9. Actually, when was the last time that you saw the use of a shotgun that wasn't one of those 2? Because I don't think I've seen it whatsoever, right? Like the BY-15, the what is the
we saw we saw. Don't you remember? We saw Grizz use the BY-15 with the slug rounds. Remember? It looked like a sniper on the map. If I'm not mistaken, it was this season.
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
I cannot recall, honestly.
Oh, actually, I think Zim.
Right.
I can't remember the last time we watched a grand finals go past a game 5, to be fair, though. I think the last time we seen anybody in the EU put up this much of a fight had to go back to that Anarchy time where we saw them take on Nova. Obviously, I didn't cast that series. I think Bobby had to step in because I was having internet issues at the time. And I think that particular matchup which was in 2021, by the way, chat. So very long ago. I think that was the last time we've seen any of the grand finals go past a 6 game. So we'll see if anybody can make something change here. Now, as we've gone back and forth so far, we head over to the control. I'm on board with the defense off the bat. First blood is Spy. The Kings looking to strike quickly here in this control round. They've got a little bit of map control. Let's see if they can take advantage of some of this positioning so far now, as we see. Minute left on the clock. This one is certainly going to be a little bit more of a drawn-out affair. As long as this hill is being hopped, you will see that clock stop. But right now, it is a slowly developing one. Right now, Gathilla fighting for his life. He is shooting demons. Rasmo able to hop that east site. And with that being said, player advantage in favor of the attack. They're going to be able to hold on to the objective here at A, and so far this is so good here for the attacking side.
Yeah, definitely a slow round, like you mentioned. Barely any kills whatsoever, only 6 on each side. As I say that, Blade picks up another one, but objective of Alpha currently trying to be taken by Rasmo, but gonna get kicked out of there. First take already in favor of the Kings. I'm gonna be moving with Spy once more. Spy so far 5 kills using the CDR. Will find another kill onto Sharks. He feels like there's gonna be someone else in his ride. Takes a double, and the double take as well inside of Alpha. Objective about to be secured, about to be controlled. The lives finally leading onto a path, only slightly, that's going to be in favor of the King. Spread missile going to be popped by Spy. He still has the opportunity to use the Hunter Killer drone if he feels like it. And if he does, I feel like that could definitely have a bigger impact on this round, because although there's a lead for the side of Kings, they would need a little bit more security if they're still trying to push for a single OBJ alone.
Yeah, they are. I'm taking a look at Inferno. Has made his way into enemy territory, trying to establish a lot of dominance early on. Well, they have done it. 5 life advantage. Minute and 10 left on the clock. 8 went by quickly after we saw that little bit of map control going a long way here for the boys over the Kings. They're looking to put a dent into this Animus roster right now real quick. 5 lives left. Narc's going to be able to answer back with 2, trying to reel it back in, but is it a day late and a dollar short? 52 seconds left to go on the clock. Things are now starting to get a little out of hand as you're down to 4. Narcs cannot recover quick enough, and Spy has ran rampant here in the control. 12 kills, Gil, and Balance is the last player left alive. He's going to get shut down. A freak of a round 1 for Kings. Head honcho, their MVP selection, Spy. He is putting on an MVP performance here in this control game.
I mean, all right, okay, that's definitely a way to end that round. It was so close for the first half, but then that small kill gap became increasing more and more, and immediately using 3 operators verdict at the same time. Sparrow, Annihilator, and the Tag 5 will be popped. King with the first blood. Sorry, Spy with the first blood. Then a few more for his allies as well. The only one who hasn't gotten a kill so far is gonna be Raid, who does get the kill now onto Darks. 5 kills, 1 for each player. This defensive round immediately taking a turn. Another kill now, this time for Inferno. The Tag 5 will be popped by Shark, which allows him to survive that interaction and finally take a kill for the side of Animus. But that's, I feel like these Kings members, a completely different story than what we saw on the game of Hardpoint, because they are now the ones with things under control.
Yeah, they are. You think back to that Search and Destroy, we saw some very lopsided rounds going in favor of the Kings. Is it their day to play? Will they be crowned champions here? Right now, they are looking like they are putting up a championship performance. 30 seconds left to go. Not a single bit of success on either objective here. But Shark's able to shut down one who was peeping inside the spawn site. We'll see if it can go the distance, though. Now it's 15 seconds. You got to be flawless. You don't have the number count. You don't have a lot of things going for you, but you still have a little bit of time to play with. Narc's trying to hop the hill. Inferno and crew are up top. They are beaming anybody who hops on the objective. Inferno hops down. He gets dropped. Shark make it 2 in the feed. But how much longer can Narc stay alive on the objective? He has 0 support. And 1 flaw could end this round. Onur going to be able to find Marvel in the background. 8 bodies left to 18. Things not looking very bright, but here comes the operators. Balance going to be able to open up with 2. This might be it. We'll see. A little bit of double time now as the boys over at Kings trying to shut down the B hit. A is wide open for grabs. And that is going to push us up to another minute now. 6 bodies left for the side of Animus. Make it 5 as Onur shuts down another. And Balance not going to be able to find a single tick of progress there as a contest comes through on the B site.
Not gonna do too much, but the weapons themselves will. 3 kills going their way, only Sharks alongside with Nox. The pressure is just too overwhelming, and is it gonna be 10 lives left? Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, they tried to repeat that ending on the side of Kings, and it works. They've had 60 lives on total on the side of Kings. They've managed to secure these rounds with 10 left on each round. We're moving on to the third one. I've said it, there's been a complete shift in mentality on the side of Kings. We're on round number 3. So, verdict, I think it could be a good idea for us to do a quick listening this time around.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. They're on their King-ish right now. Let's see how those comps out here in round number 3 of the control.
I'm dead.
Be careful, slow.
Three snowy.
Watching top.
One gadolo.
Dead. One more, two more. Only one.
Push him.
Cabin. Jump.
Bottom. Nice, he's dead.
Mid lane dead.
Slow bottom.
Yes.
Push, out cap. Push.
Yeah, push. Vas-y, let's go.
One gadolo.
One kill.
C'est bon, voilà.
Snowy dead.
Just push.
It's dead. Max, jeep.
Dead.
Careful, green.
Let's go.
Green dead.
Suck my god.
Green, one green.
Nice, good shit. Hey, I'm bottom.
Two silent.
Be careful, for cliff.
Yeah,
He's one top.
Now spawn.
He's P3, one is P3.
Ooh, them boys is cooking, Gil. Good night. What a dominant affair. We jumped in literally 45 seconds ago, and it is already down to 5 players onto the defense. Saying it's not looking good is an understatement. This was a beatdown. Even Gathella couldn't find any success there with the claw, and my God, King shown up here in the control. 3 players left standing. This one, I mean, it's not over until it's over. This one is over.
Absolutely is. And because they said, you know what, verdict? I think that 10 lives left is not enough. Let's go for 15. Over a third of the lives left in average. It's just a 3-0 for like I'm honestly at a loss of words. I don't know what happened, but good night, ladies and gentlemen. That's a completely renovated vibe on the side of Kings. And I gotta say the listening was hilarious. I feel like they are not only winning, but truly enjoying themselves. And it only makes sense when you are doing what you're doing on the side of Kings.
No, you're absolutely right. They look good. They play good. They sounded good. Everything was just great about this matchup so far. They're going to take the upper hand in the series as well, along with it. Spy going to be absolutely on top as your MVP of this round. 27 and 12, just a freak of a performance. He had 12 of those in round 1 alone. They are here to play. The Kings are not backing down. And Animus, all of a sudden, have gone quiet. Taking a look at the post-action report, it was not a pretty sight. Not a lot of positivity on the flip side of things. Kings, they were here to play, and that was their map to pick. So finally, we start to see a little bit of progress out of that particular portion. But hey, you know what? We're well into this one. Only 2 maps needed here for the Kings to take the crown and the throne back in their possession. We're going to get geared up for game number 4. It's going to be a hard point on takeoff. Gil, can this one be a turnaround performance here for the side? You just can't win hard points and expect to win this series, though. I will say that. You made a great mention of Search and Destroy, being, a map that we'll see, or a game mode that we'll see at least 3 times if it does go to distance. You cannot win this series on hard points alone.
Yeah, and the biggest issue here now is we've had 2 back-to-back just roll over the opponent's performance for Kings. And you got a question. Yeah, maybe do we go back to the same performance on the side of Animus where they're doing great and they are just having a great time and winning? Or is it gonna continue the same momentum for the members over on Kings? Because if it does, not only will they be on a 3-1 lead, already defeating the side of Animus on Hardpoint, but then there's also another Search and Destroy. A super difficult situation now has unfolded for the side of Animus. They have to win this game on the side of Animus, because if they don't, I think it's already going to be game over for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to start fighting back now. It's hardpoint and takeoff that's going to determine this series ultimately, in my opinion. You take a look at the firing range, wasn't even close. You mentioned it. I mean, they flat backed Animus right now. A flat line after that search or after that control performance too. I mean, you didn't get a single bit of success in Summit, and that was a map that they had picked. Obviously, nobody likes control on Summit. Okay, I don't care who you are. It's gruesome. It's disgusting. And Kings loved every single moment of it, but takeoff's certainly going to be... It needs to be a bounce back here for Animus. We need to see a sign of life here. Even if they don't win this map, they've got to keep it close, because 2 beatdowns back-to-back, if you get a third, this one could... I mean, we might just do a pulse check in VC, but that one might be it.
And I mean, imagine about the fact that we've seen Search and Destroy and Control, and in total for Animus, there's only a single round, right?
Wow.
In between the 2 games, a single round.
That's a good
for
point.
Search and Destroy and Control. That's just not great. It is not good.
Not good at all.
Something needs to change. It has to. And I think we are nearly ready for the next one, in which we will need to see something from Animus. We've said it. I said it. Verdict said it. I'm sure that you guys on the chat have already caught on to that as well. So, no more rambling, Verdict. Let's go straight into business. You said it. It is on takeoff. It is hard point. It is, quote unquote, the in a sense, the last shot for Animus to show that they are still trying to win these grand finals for Europe.
No, you're absolutely right. We're going to have to call an ambulance if we don't see the sparks of life. Have to send a wellness check over to the boys over at Animus. Right now, it's King's day to play. Rasmo opened up with the first blood. Might have actually got a little bit out of the range for being a... bringing a sniper to a hardpoint victory. But so far, it's been so good. Right now, he's trying to get the shots to land. Shark and boys over at Animus, they're going to rock and roll. Maybe a 1-life snipe. Nope, Rasmo, as he's back in. He's committed to it. Love to see the enthusiasm. Love to see the clips right now. It's Animus striking early. They're going to be able to pick up some time off the hill, as well as a little bit of map control right now. They are fending for their lives And this one could be a make-or-break map for them. Let's see what they can do now as P1's coming to a close. 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Rotations over to new are certainly on the minds of every player in this lobby.
And although we don't see necessarily any sort of dominance by the side of Animus, at least we do see them fight back. And we're yet again, Verdict, gonna have a great beginning of a game of Hardpoint for Balance, particularly with already 10 kills. He's the one controlling this map for the most part, but the problem is that he's been on the outskirts of the kills themselves, so maybe try to translate those kills onto actual points that you can see on the scoreboard. We're moving on to point number 2 inside of the kill. The only one alive on the side of Kings is going to be Inferno, so let's see how long he survives. Inferno realizes that there's someone behind us. Ron takes that kill onto Balance. Inferno now with the help of Raid, they will begin to try to secure this area. Not gonna be that easy though.
Oh!
Pushing from both sides at the same time, but Inferno's reaction time is just too quick. I don't know how is he still alive, but he is in here. I'm not even sure if he's died. No, he's definitely died quite a few times, but definitely helping the side of Kings to secure that the opponents were not finding it super easy to be taking points over there. On top of it all, there's gonna be the rotation beginning on the side of Kings, more particularly by the hands of Rasmo. But the score is gonna be a really even, a really evenly distributed fight among the two of them. Slight lead in favor of Kings. But we're already noticing that Animus is still here, right? They are.
Yeah, they are. Oh yeah. They're still here in attendance right now. They have a 9-point deficit. Here comes attack 5. Rotations made early. A lot of contest time there in the P2. Nobody really profiting off of it, other than the fact that we saw 4 players still in the vicinity when the point was closing out, and we already had rotations being made new here for the Kings. So right now, they're winning the battle of the transitions. They open up with the first initial 20 seconds for the free, but here comes Balance. 14 on board, able to find 15, but is not going to be able to find his 14, not going to be able to find his 15. Gets shut down in the objective. Right now, it's the break coming through. Balance trying to get back into it. Hello, Spy is here. And he's got an Annie. And my God, you do not want to test him in the waters now, as we see. That Annie expires. Looking for the shots down the sight. Balance finally able to kill him. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually Marvel. Gathilla popping the claw as well. And the last little bit of scrap time is going to go and warded in favor of the side of Animus. But right now, it's still the fact of trying to get this transition. And so far, Animus, they are getting back into it in the swing of it. They're going to be able to hop the hill for this new rotation, but they've only got one there so far, Gil.
Alright, well, Balance is going to be there first for point number 4. 16 kills for himself. His allied Marvel, the MVP of the season, is already touching onto those numbers. But let's see if Balance can survive first. Gonna be on the window. Nope, drops dead. The next one is gonna be Gathilla. Gathilla has a little bit of sprain break. Gonna work out to perfection. Turns around and a triple Gathilla. That was a nasty 180 flick. Then drops the 100-killer drone. Not gonna get a kill. It gets the information for his allies to defend, and that is gonna be even more control in favor of Animus. Balance now pushing onto enemy spawns.
Oh my God!
Spy though. The call is gonna be there. Triple kill for Spy. Everybody is just getting monstrous multi-kills. This game is just wild on both sides.
Oh, bro, we are trading blows with the best of the best here in EU. Kings have the upper hand in the series, but it is not shaking this Animus squad. One-shot Marvel recontest there at the bottom of the staircase. Gets shut down. Narcs also shut down right now. The advantage rolling into the P1 reset. We've gone 4 hills so far. 82-73. 21 on board for Balance. And already putting up the numbers consistently here in this hardpoint. 20 seconds of hell time, but hey, when you're putting up these kind of numbers and you're kind of slaying out, obviously, that could have a huge impact, but will it win you the game? We'll monitor that one moving further on. Right now, it's all about the P1 reset. 15 seconds into this puppy, and it does look like Shark finally going to be able to hop the hill. 3 in the feed for the side of Kings. They're looking to reel it back in for themselves. They're down by 20, but this one is certainly not out of reach.
It is certainly not. So 30 seconds left, and inside of the kill, we still get the control over of Raid. No, Raid's gonna be spotted, but I was gonna say Rasmus is gonna be back there. It is just a back and forward. You said it perfectly. The way that they are just trading blows at each other, it is pretty wild. Up to 20 points gap. It is it is just nothing. It means nothing. It can change any second, and that's something that both teams know. On the side of Animals, they are trying to secure more advantage. On the side of Kings, they are trying to prevent that from being the case, and well, moving back onto point number 2 inside of the hill. I see Narcs just going back and forth. The Sparrow gonna be used, the Tag 5 gonna be popped, the trophy system is pretty much gonna be the MVP, preventing the Sparrow having an impact in favor of Animus. Spy with Annihilator gonna find 1, gonna find 2, Spy pushing forward, potentially gonna try to find 3 here with his own Annihilator. His allies are gonna help him out, but Balance gonna be too quick with it. 31 kills. How is he getting so many kills so fast,
boy,
man?
I don't know, man. My guy is skating right now. We see Inferno popping the claw there, and a lot of map control being established here. 25 seconds left to go here on this rotation, and nobody really profited off of this the first time around. Second time around, it looks like the Kings were able to recoup a lot of their deficit. Right now, it's Balance, though, being the game changer. He's sitting on 30. He is mowing kids down. And King's finally able to shut him down, but the last 10 seconds of scrap, though, is going to be scrap 4. It's Snarks up top. It's Inferno, who's going to get the better of the trade. The back's turned for a moment. Shark gets some, too. Rasmo able to find one on the outskirts, and the battle for P3 leads us to our first listen-in. We're going to have the advantage in favor of Animus. Let's go ahead and strike while the kettle is hot.
Shark, he's one top,
Watch your teammate.
I'm gonna one double stairs. He's pushing stairs. City stairs. Elite.
Watch your teammate again.
On you.
Launch pushing. Nice. Let's go stack.
Limit dead.
Limit again.
Watch out.
Keep limit.
I got your CG.
There's one CT.
Medical.
Launch, limit. 2 launch,
They spawn
1
limit,
limit.
they spawn limit.
Launch.
Okay, check your CG balance.
CT one top.
Yeah, check your limit.
As one CT. Go new.
Let's go new. Let's go limit.
Launch, boosting from limit. One ticket one top. Take it dead. Go.
J'ai une Narc. Fais gaffe à ton style, Narc.
Limit and double stairs.
I see nobody limit.
Double stairs balance.
Ouais. On push together. Vas-y, balance, Max.
I'm needing blue.
Animus lockdown P3. They got the secret spawns. They've got Balance, who is on a burner. This isn't a baby. This isn't a heater. This one is a full-on furnace. Here comes the Purifier along with it. It's the Super Soaker. Can he shut down the P4 site? 10 seconds into the objective. Not a bit of contest. As soon as you step onto this hill, you feel the rat that is Balance, who has right there 1 kill away from 40 and has put in this team in a different round. Gil, this one could certainly go the distance here in this hardpoint. We're going to have to see Kings fight back and find a balance of their own.
And I mean, Balance is not even that he's just getting more kills, he's just on way more fights. The average fight numbers for each player is around 40. He's been on 70. Almost 40 kills, has died almost 30 times. This man is just flying across the entirety of the map. If he's dying, he's relying information on his allies. He's gonna get inside of the hill, gonna find a double kill. That may be scrap time, but it's gonna be having the super bitter taste on the side of Kings. That's something that Animus know. They are making sure that they are not allowing the Kings to breathe. They know how much momentum they had getting into this game, and they are trying to cut it from the root. They are trying to show off why they are themselves on the grand finals, why they've been a fan favorite for Europe for the longest time now. And well, this game mode 4 is getting really good for Animus, but they got 50 more points to go, so they can't be feeling safe quite yet. Now Marvel gonna pop up that Annihilator at a distance, will secure the area for his allies inside of the hill. There is Narcs, like I mentioned. Marvel still helping him out. Marvel gonna miss a shot, gonna miss a second. Finally lands the third one onto Rasmus. Turns around, takes the kill onto Spy, flying left to right now. Misses a few shots, but then lands 2 in a row. Back to back. 15 seconds left here on P1 reset verdict. It's definitely tasting like Animus is gonna take it.
Yeah, it is. Anything can happen though. This one is certainly not over. P2, we head over here in just a few seconds. Last little bit of scrap time just for the free there as the big kills come through for Shark. Up the top of the staircase we go. Balance. He's hopped the top of the construction site. The kills on the hill are there, but it's not going to be him doing it. It is going to be Kings all over the objective. Rasmo going to have to double back. Gathilla now hopping the claw. Looking to shut this one down. 2 in the feed. The most success Mans has found inside of the Claw Operator this game. And certainly might be able to deliver the last blow. He is man on the objective. The plan is to shut this one down before it gets any closer. Inferno, though, he's got a plan of his own, and he's got the Claw ready to pop. There goes attack 5, keeping the dream alive. 28 seconds left to go for this one. But only 9 seconds needed as Marvel has, he has picked up the slack as well. He's sitting on 39. Not going to be able to get the contest in. King's able to keep the dream alive. Can they do it for much longer, Gil?
Can they, though? You said it. 9 seconds left for the side of Animus inside of the hill. They got a few King members now. It's only going to be one Inferno. Drops dead. The next one, ooh, barely getting there is Rasmo. Rasmo trying to survive. Not going to be possible. So, scrap time. It's going to be 2 seconds more included into the mix for Animus. 6 needed. Already rotating in. They got 3 players in the vicinity, but Spy's going to find a double kill. May not be enough. Shark still alive. He's going to be spotted at a distance. Rasmo knew it was important to take that kill, and he does. King still barely managing to survive, to stay afloat, to just try to fly by in this chaos of a Warzone that it's been so far. 246, 175. The use of the Purifier will be brought into the mix by Honor. Honor in here, gonna find one, gonna go for 2, but there's balance yet again. With his own Purifier, finds the double, but gets taken down. The next one to get inside is gonna be the Sparrow, being used by Nox, also gonna be shot down, ladies and gentlemen, and completely similar to what we saw in the first Hardpoint. The side of Kings just begins to completely shift as the game is getting over with on Hardpoint, but this time, quote-unquote, more manageable in their way, but still only 2 more seconds, and there you have it. Kings, there needs to be changed because that Hardpoint is just nearly flawless at the end, but the beginning was really well fought for. But Animus definitely gonna be the shiniest star out there for this game of Hardpoint. Balance dropping a 50 bomb, but I'm telling you, it's not only that he was getting kills, he was also getting killed, meaning he was everywhere. He was on 91 fights that game.
Oh no, he was in way more. Look at it. If you add the 18 to it, that's 100 and 119. Yeah. You got to consider that too. Those are assists that came through in effect too. So he's bagging them and he's tagging them and he's also dropping. But more importantly, he is all over the map. That has got to be one of the best games we've seen out of the man. He started hot. He finished hot. 50 bomb in play here in the grand finals. And we are tied up yet again. 2 for 2 we've gone. Both of the Hardpoints swinging in favor the boys over at Animus, but again, we've mentioned it. This series is a best of 7. It's a test of endurance and strength, but it's also a very, very unique map selection for the map modes, and the Hardpoints are not going to get the job done. They have to find success out of this skill.
Do they have to? And we said that we would feel like a grand finals going to a game 6 already feels like really great, that we haven't had that in quite a while. Well, we will tonight get at least a game 6, so I'm already pretty happy about that. Well, after these 4 maps we've seen so far, we're going to the 5th one. It is going to be back onto Search and Destroy. We know, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, how dominant it was of a game for the Kings. This time around is gonna be on stand-up. The first one was on firing range, and I definitely feel like those snipers' capabilities on the side of Kings were a huge part as to why happened what happened. And although you can do it as well on stand-up, I would say that it is not as easy, quote-unquote easy, because it's not really easy, than it is on firing range. So what do you think? You think that Kings are gonna go back at it again on Search and Destroy, or Animus will finally have a saying on this game?
I'm trying to remember back to the regular season. I think we saw this map play out, or the Search and Destroy, and I think this is where Animus may have taken their first game. They didn't win a single Hardpoint against... No. They won the Hardpoint and lost to Search and Destroy. Kings took this map, if I do recall so. Okay. My mind is not as great as it once was. Oftentimes,
I think you're right.
I'm trying to remember and recall back. I do believe that the standoff is where we saw the equalizer, and then we went to control, and it was Summit that we saw a 3-1 win in favor of Kings as they took the 2-1 series over Animus. But this time it's a best of 7. We're starting to see some of those maps play out yet again. And if you're the Kings, if you were able to pull off this selection with the control and that search and destroy standoff, you might be in for just a bigger brain play. I don't know how they were able to get those map selections under the nose of Animus. Animus just not playing very smart in that regard.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to check it out in here, but it's getting really, really interesting for me. I think we've mentioned it. It is going to be search and destroy on standoff, so a lot can happen. I'd like to ask you all. I think I might have been kicked out of the lobby. What's my game is glitching?
Yeah, they'll start. If his game's glitching, we can't have that. I had to restart mine because yeah, I'm definitely not in the position to want to crash.
Oh, okay, I'm still in the lobby. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna crash, but I'm clear. Okay. I'm good myself. So once the players are as well, I'm sure we're gonna go follow through with it all. All right, let's see. Search and destroy standoff. Remember. Great grand finals. I feel like we had a bitter taste on the bronze match, but these grand finals are definitely living to the expectations, in my opinion.
No, you're absolutely right. Right now, got to see a little bit of diversity out of this Animus squad. They have been manhandled in every map outside of the hardpoints. We'll see if they can strike here and take an advantage in this series. More importantly, get a little bit of confidence under their belt outside of those HPs. So, first 6 rounds, they're going to be on the defense. Kings put up a hell of a fight there in that hardpoint, but they have not put up anything over 150 against this squad. Right now, they're looking to get the upper hand themselves. They have been flawless here in the search and destroy, and they are starting off on a burner themselves. Narcs dropped. Marvel, last player alive. This one already getting out of hand relatively quick. And with 25 seconds into the round, we're going to see the clock reduced to 45 seconds. And we've got Marvel in a 1v4. Gil, this one is just not picture perfect here for Animus.
Marvel not even having an
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh!
Okay. I mean, okay. I don't know how he didn't see that someone dropped down the statue, but still alive though. 20 seconds left. There's someone inside of Broken, so that is still really, really incredible play done there by Narcs, by Marvel, pardon me. But it was difficult. The one before is never going to be easy. And oh man. I mean, definitely as strong and as a dominant search and destroy round than what we saw before for the side of Kings. Balance though, gonna find the first blood. Pushing through mid, there's going to be Raid waiting with a shorty, gonna find Balance. Misses the first shot, but still manages to take the kill. Balance, I don't know what happened over there, buddy. But get it. Humbled over there, gonna get killed. Returning the bomb, there's gonna be Spike who finds the kill onto Gathila. Nearly backs out, pops back out. Now with the opportunity, no, gonna be spotted. The call is gonna be made. They're trying to push forward. A few kills are gonna be traded. The advantage now, player-wise, is gonna be in favor of the members of Animus. 3 versus 2. Raid and Inferno left alive. The only Kings left.
Oh my god.
Monarchy about to be dethroned, but Raid finds a way to get it double and brings enough of a distraction for Kings and Inferno to do it. Wow, this, like, when he comes out to S&D Kings, man,
just playing a different game.
Wow. Absolutely.
I mean, I watched Inferno on that deep route, man. No one saw it coming. Even if Raid doesn't go hammer and finds the 2-piece, I still think Inferno was in a great position. First blood opening up in the payoff round. It's Inferno and Onor getting involved. Gathila, though, for a 2-piece, trying to shut it down. And reel it back in. They have not been very successful. Oh, well, they have not been successful at all in Search and Destroy. And it is showing. They are getting outplayed. The numbers do not fare the side of Kings this time around. Surely this should be a round in favor of the boys over at Animus, but Spy still being alive could be a problem. Narcs from the long range, not able to tag any kind of shots through. Gathila, though, wins right onto the statue tank. And finding that first round early on is so key. I think they went 4 rounds in a row before they found their first success in our first hardpoint. This our first search and destroy. The second one, still getting, I mean, just completely outplayed here in the search, but still a doable turnaround for them if they can make it happen.
Yeah, and I mean, if it takes you 11 rounds to get only 2 rounds off of your opponents, you're struggling there on the side of Animus. That's how long it took for them to finally get a second point on Search and Destroy fighting against the side of Kings. Marvel, though, gonna open up the floodgates by eliminating Inferno. Feeling a little bit more confident, seems like, as the Balance tries to push forward, and he's gonna work out to perfection, but still gonna get spotted by Honor. That is gonna be the retake over there to make it slightly more even, but still one more up in favor of Animus. The Thila gonna be defending over on Alpha. The bomb carrier this time around is going to be raided by the hands of Kings. So let's see what they're strategizing. There is 2 snipers on the side of Kings. Honor and Rasmo trying to find an opening for their bomb carrier. A lot of player force is going to be moved towards Alpha. That's the right call. It seems like that's exactly what Kings was aiming and planning for here now. Rasmo and Marvel. And Shark, sorry, got into a fight there on the Kabi area. We're going to have the greatest scenario left for the Kings. Okay. Finally, I was, if I'm being honest with you, after that first specifically round so heavily for Kings, I got worried for Animus, you know?
No, yeah.
I felt like Animus was going to be struggling as well as they did on the past Search and Destroy, but they're definitely not on the same scenario no more.
No, they're not. And right now, we start to see an even matchup. First Blood's coming through. It's an 8 shot. Shark going to be able to follow it up with the gunny. Spy able to shut him down, but he gets shut down himself. Raid is now the last man standing here in Cubby. Not real quick, though. It is going to be a very fast retake there after a very brute force push that had no business happening. Animus making us all second guess their Search and Destroy performances of past. Right now, they're going to take the advantage. No second guesses after that one. This is the last round under the defense for them, Gil. Can they make it happen again and take the advantage in a 4-2, or will we see this one tied up?
They're trying to go for it. Let's see if they actually do. As you mentioned before, we flip spawns. We'll keep an eye open for Inferno. With Lapa going all the way around. Oof, his ally push forward, and that was not the right timing. With the grenade in hand, you cannot defend yourself, boy. Raid is also going to be spotted. Honor in the middle of a 1v5. Misses the first shot, takes out the shorty, and lands both shots really poorly, thus being only a hit marker. Gonna get taken down. A flawless round for Animus to say, everybody shut up. We struggled, we know. It was difficult for us to see too that Search and Destroy, but right now, they are being really, really dominant.
Yeah, they are. Let's see if they can do it from both sides. King Spy. Open up with a King Nade. Cathilla there to quickly trade as Raid drops. Payoff round as we flip sides. Cathilla getting involved early on here. Honor, though, shutting it down here on the A line of sight. Cathilla going to be able to find another one with a nade, but he's going to get dropped. It's down to a 2v2 this round. Has escalated rather quickly. Inferno, though, already made his way into the broken side of the map. Shuts down one. Honor pills Narc's wig back. And that round's quickly over. Tides have shifted as we swap sides. And King says, I don't care what you say, Animus. We're going to fight back here in this Search and Destroy. And they get it closer to tying it up now. Here comes the payoff round.
Yes, sir. Okay. 4-3. The lead still being for Animus, and Marvel yet again with another first blood. Followed through by Nox to eliminate Spy. It's a 5v2. As Balance also joins the party by taking a kill, and they're pushing for more. A lot of pressure in here. Honor trying to defend himself, tries to back out. Trying to survive his allies down as well. Another 1v5 for Honor. Last time around, could not even get a single kill here. Let's see if he can. Already receiving a lot of damage and through the wall. Another perfect round verdict. Animus. Woo, okay. 5-3 lead, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm being honest with you, I'm actually liking this Search and Destroy better than the last one.
No, I think anybody could say that. I mean, you don't ever want a lopsided game in a grand finals. We've seen 2 of them so far. Right now, it's bounce back. Great hardpoint performances so far from Animus, but the question has been, are they able to play a versatile matchup in a best of 7? They've got to find at least a Search and Destroy. to continue the dream here for the games. Cathilda going to peek the alley there. Sharks right here. They've got 2 down for the price of none. And on a rather unorthodox strategy, hitting that back alley, trying to get maybe a B plant, but does look like they're going to double back to the spawn. They go. Maybe we'll see them push through mid. Maybe we'll see if they can retaliate with the intel, but Raid holding on for dear life here at the A site. The trophy is going to give away his location. Marvel going to be able to seal his fate. Now Rasmo and Onur last alive. It's a 2v5. And this minute on the clock is going to be reduced to 45. Time shall expire, or these 2 players drop. It is going to be Animus on map point.
Rasmus already alone. 3, I don't think I remember the last time I saw 3 perfect rounds on Search and Destroy, if I'm being honest with you all. Honestly, it is incredible. Look at Simo with there saying that Animus 174, that we leaked the script. I mean, so far it's possible, but honestly, for that to be the case, Kings needs to stop them for at least another round, and so far it's just not be looking that hard of an opportunity for them. Look at this time around. Balance immediately pushing towards Broken. Bomb carrier here, Gathila. It's in a great spot. Balance still waiting for someone. That could work out, but he's got to be cautious outside of that window. There's Spy. Spy had no clue he was over there. Balance trying to shoot through the smoke. Not going to be possible, but first blood in favor of Animus here. Verdict.
And finally a fight back. Onur able to open up the floodgates for 1, but Inferno gets peeked inside the deli site. I just wanted to make a sandwich, Shark says. Well, we'll see if he can make something else out of it. 1 player now pushing in. Onur as free he can be. Rasmo has dropped the sniper. He's the last hope. Marvel puts him on skates, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading to a control after that Search and Destroy performance. A much-needed one for Animus to kind of establish themselves in this series. Nonetheless, they take the advantage 3-2. And just 1 more map could put them into EU's #1 spot. The best team in Europe. Obviously, Kings has put up a hell of a fight. As a matter of fact, they've probably looked better in this series, to be fair.
Obviously, I have to agree. So, GG's, man. Like, that was insane for the side over on Animus. Let's be honest. That was a well-deserved victory. 12 kills for Shark, 9 for Gathila, 10 Marvel. Balance ended up with 8 and Narcs with 6. It was great. It was great to see how well coordinated they were playing, how they were constantly abusing the early stages of these rounds, because Verdict, like a lot of these rounds were really fast, right? Completely polar opposite to what we saw Animus when they were on offense, which was just standing back and waiting for the opponent to walk. They were like, nah, that's not gonna happen again. We are gonna be the up front team, and it worked out really effectively for them. GG's, 3-2 lead in favor of Animus. We're going to the 4th of control, like you mentioned. I'm not too sure what to expect no more.
It's game 6 right now. It's on the line. Everything is. It's either you're the best or you're the not, you know? The journey so far, we'll take a look at the best of 7. Kings only need 1 to tie it up, but Animus only need 1 to put it away. Slum's Hardpoint, very dominant performance. So in that one for Animus, they take the bag in a very big difference. I think it was 250 to 151. Wasn't very close towards the end. But then we rolled over to the Search and Destroy in the firing range. It was a, what was that, 7-2, 7-1? They destroyed Animus. I didn't think we were going to see Animus bounce back after that one. And of course they didn't. It was a 3-0 convincing win in the Control Summit. Then we started to see the Hardpoint develop. Yet again, they are just better. They've won both. They have been flawless in this series in Hardpoints. And now we're 50-50 in the Search and Destroy. Again, if this one does go the distance, we will see that Aussie in the Search and Destroy. But right now, it is all about the Control. Raid is going to be the map of choice. And Kings, they are playing with it all on the line. Animus, they're just trying to tuck this one away. We are going to go ahead and jump into the action, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to hold back. This one is going to be a wild card. It is going to be a heavyweight showdown. And whoever strikes first, it is going to be on the attack for Animus. We'll see if they can, take us the distance. Obviously, our first control, I just felt like we did not get delivered what we anticipated.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into business. Back into control last time. The one who won, Search and Destroy won control. That's clearly not what Kings are hoping for in here. They're going to be again defending, but a lot of pressure. They're not going to cut on to what's going on. Immediate pressure over on Alpha is something that Kings were not expecting whatsoever. And, well, we're going to begin to do so on the side of Animus. Inside of the Killer is going to be balanced, but now it's going to be the retake for the Kings balance. Trying to hold here with his Bison yet again. There's going to be the pressure through the window and through the side of the basketball court at the same time. It was way too difficult for a single player to fight back, but Verdict, they are going to try to make them decent. They're going to go back and forth between Alpha and Bravo, because I saw Shark already pressuring onto the objective and now pushing even further by getting closer and closer to enemy's territory, enemy spawn. The one defense there by Marvel is going to take a long list of players to try to break through it, but second take is going to be completed over on Bravo. This strategizing is costing them a lot of lives, but we've seen it in the past where lives are not going to be the final saying, but the OBJs itself, and that was a good strategy in my opinion for him.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you split your opponents. You hit 2 waves over towards the A site. Completely leaves B wide open. Obviously, you didn't invest everybody. Shark was the lone wolf over here, and he did a great job of playing his life. Back to the spawn we go now. It's all about the A site. You already got 1 tick of progress in. There's still a lot of traction at hold and balance. He is fighting demons to get across the map. Spy putting him on ice. He's going to be able to streak up there as he finds his 6. Looking to make it 7. Cathilla able to shut him down. But it's all the focus here over towards the B site, or the A site, where we start to see that 2nd tick of progress coming through. Only 1 player going with the objective. He is going to get shut down. Then the OBJ winner of this season, Narcs, going to be sent back to the spawn. 1:30 left on the clock. You've got 2 ticks of progress. All you need is to buckle up for 1 big 3-player stack onto this A site. Let's see if they can find the kills.
Right now, there's going to be a wall being built by Rasmo and Inferno. Inferno pushing forward, going to find 1, but gets taken down. That's going to be the call for Raid. Wait, they're down there. They're probably going to be pushing anytime soon. And they were right. Raid finds the kill onto Marvel. Inferno then knocks down Shark, although Animus strategy was really, really interesting, really good. It was, like we mentioned, at the expense of losing the potential advantage on the kills department, and that is now showing up heavily by the double of lives being in favor of Kings. They do need only 1 take though, so a miscommunication on the side of Kings would be more than enough for them to lose it. That's something they know they're going to be losing. Plenty of members.
Oh my.
Defending the north, but he can hold strong for the longest time. All of a sudden, it's going to be a 5B4, no, a 4B4. Godzilla with a claw, going to fight 2, then get
look at those spawns.
But there's still the capture.
Oh my.
Balance. I said it, man. I said it. Does not matter about, I mean, it did matter about the lives, but OBJ, man.
It's all about that objective, man. Obviously, you did a great job of picking up those 2 ticks very early on. The first one came through off the initial push. Second came through almost instantly after the A or the B hit. And now we're going to flip sides. Kings, can you do it as well? The attacking strats, it's basic. It's heading over to the A side, or the B side, rather, the ring side affair. As Raid opens up with the first, he pops his operator. It is only good for the first. And right now, they're going to be sent back to the nether realms. It's a complete wipe here. 4 in the feed, make it 1 left standing. I'm not sure who it was. Maybe it was Inferno. Right now, he's on a 1 combo, so maybe it was him. But a lot of pressure here on Ring as Marvel is just racking bodies up. Able to find his 13th. Balance going to be able to pop his operator. They're all in red, he says. There's 2 down, looking for 2 more. They are certainly in there, homeboy. If you can jump inside of Art, you can find yourself in a pocket full of sunshine. He's only got a little bit of time on the operator to go. It is not looking like he's going to be able to find another one, but he is going to pull out the gun. He's good for his 6th. A lot of map control here for Animus and Kings. Nowhere to go. A is covered. B is covered. Finally able to find a little bit of a seal of approval here for this poolside push. And just like that, they are right back in it.
What an incredible change of narrative. We're getting minute after minute, nothing is clear, nothing is just a definitive answer. And in here, Spy with his Annihilator gonna find a couple of kills, but still not gonna be enough. They're gonna be swifting the pressure over on Alpha. There's no one inside just yet. Actually, there is. That's gonna be Honor. Honor with a holder alongside with Ray. There's gonna be the push through the sniper nest, but the kill, the defense for Honor and Spy is there. Alpha about to be captured, and like you mentioned, the lives are actually right now in favor of Kings. The objective to be captured The Scorchers are also going to be popped in here, balanced with yet another double kill here. Finds the third enemy, but not going to get the chance to take him down. Plenty of kills now finally going in favor of Animus. They are heavily defending over on Bravo, but they got to be cautious because the way that Kings are pressuring right now is really weird, and I'm not too sure if they're going to be ready for it.
I don't know. Look at Spy. He's trying to hold the spawn trap off. Preddy's going to be popped here. It is going to be Onur able to find one more. That's going to be able to get a little bit more of a player advantage. Narks able to shut down the push through the laundry site. You still only have one player left in spawn, but you cannot afford to die if you are the side of Animus right now. Locked and loaded. Narks shutting down 2 on the push towards the ring site. Raid the last hope here on the objective. No Spice there. He's able to find his 17th, the 2-piece there to close out this objective. But there are 3 lives standing here for the side of Animus. Marvel able to get Spy off of the objective. That's going to encourage the clock to go. You've got to lock and load if you're on the defense. And if you're the attack, you cannot afford to sell a round. 2 bodies is all you need to find. Marvel's dropped. Onur trying to play a gun game here with Narks, but over the heady, he wins it. Inferno. Was that a trophy? What? How does that happen? Inferno now in a 1v1. He's got 13 seconds. He's got to win this one. Shark holding on for dear life. Inferno, he's the king of the mountain. He's got the top control. Force his hand. The clock is stopped. Shark waiting for the right moment to strike. Inferno is just playing a ring around the rosy here and Raid through the Moog truck. He goes. The shots are clean, and we are tied up. What the hell did we just see? What was that, Marvel? What did he die to?
That's without a doubt the most insane round of control I've ever seen. Narks, how did you have this point of view? How did he kill himself? What happened?
I don't know, bro.
That should have been a 2v1 and the advantage for your team, but by you dying for God knows how or what reason.
That was supposed to be a 3v6 clutch. That was supposed to be one for blue. That was supposed to be Animus's round. Oh my. Let's go ahead and dive into it now. We have 2 rounds deep. 3rd round looking like it might be a charm. 3 ticks of progress there onto the B site. Let's go ahead and hop in and see how hot the comms are for the boys over at Animus.
Et careful, Mavel, ils vont push sur B.
Ouais, je les tiens occupé. Ok, deux.
Close middle balance. One was on B, guys. Be careful on B. Come together. We have to spawn trap, guys. We have to play the spawn trap.
I got misters.
Raid.
Nah, why go basket?
Go away. One small kill, he's useless. Let's cap.
Are you slow?
You waste time, it's good. Bang.
Money low.
Basket low.
Again.
Money one tap, dead.
Let's go.
Get kitchen as you can.
Je vais aller... Even.
I got you middle.
Basket. Ouais, je suis con. Basket, tout hors tri basket.
Tu dead, allez.
Nice, insane.
J'arrive, Nax.
One heaven.
Guys, j'ai besoin d'aide.
Full box.
One HP.
One full box.
Two more kitchen
Even.
On peut cap, hein.
Full box. Bottom bedroom.
I'm gonna put take 5 like before. I'm gonna
Jungle pushing basket.
On est un peu loin.
I got kitchen.
We
need that. I got money. One more kitchen.
Evan.
Bar.
Basket.
Evan dead. One more.
All right, Animus, I don't know who does it better, bro. We've heard comms from both teams. Kings are here to have a great time. They are doing it. Right now, they are not having such a great time here on the defense. 1 tick of progress is all that is needed. Marvel now going to invest the operator. This could be the 2-1 and that much closer to shutting this one out. Best of 7 has led them successful for 3 rounds. Kings need this one to stay alive. Here comes the hit. Marvel peeling one back. Looking for the player in the money room. Does not connect the shot. Inferno might have bought his team a little bit more time.
We've seen it in the past. A single mistake can be atrocious on the side of defense with only a single more tick being necessary, but they are going to get the player lead. They only have 3 more on the side of Animus. Marvel taking a heavy amount of damage through the wall. going to be knocked down. This is all of the Sun, Sharks, and Narcs worst nightmare, but a 2v5, it is doable. It is being seen in the past, but let's see if they can do it. 30 seconds on the clock. They gotta begin to move forward through the smoke. They get the opportunity. The nade! Oh no, the nade that's gonna hurt like crazy. Narcs on his own, gonna be executed by Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be reminded, this is a 3-2 lead in favor of Animus, but Kings are not willing to give up verdict. They are trying their hardest. We saw how great the comms are on the side of Animus, but I think we need to hear the team that's been fighting for us to go to a game 7.
P5, one is P5.
Careful, back van, be careful, please.
He's low. Low, Penis, what up, laundry?
Mid-stairs, boys. Mid-stairs low.
He's P5, Zig.
Red one tap, red is one tap.
Dead. Laundry stairs.
Botsu, mais méchant.
Nice, right.
I put tag 5.
Hey, I'm smoking steps right now.
Vas-y. Just cap.
Cap, I stay top laundry. I'm holding.
One kitchen.
Be careful, Zig.
I'm watching.
I'm trying to watch a bit as well.
Come on, laundry.
Stop red, revoid.
Drive dead.
Nice.
Man, Penis pushing me. He's outside blue one.
Evan.
Dead.
Nice one.
Kitchen.
Nice.
Go with him.
I was smoking coast.
To even.
I was smoking heaven as well.
CT. I'm solo CT.
One money.
Money, dead, heaven. I'm on money.
Basket.
He's inside kitchen.
All right, there we go. Quick B cap. Now the hits over to the A site. Only one round to take us to a game 7. This one has been as intense as it comes. Looking to see if they can do the damage. Here comes the hits. 30 seconds. Or minute and 30 seconds on the clock there, Gil.
Yeah, balance. Ooh, gonna push through the smoke and finds a kill then. Finds a way to hide through the side of bar. Takes that kill onto Spy, and he is now gonna begin his startup. He's gonna get this bar. He's not gonna be leaving the inside and out of it. He's gonna be trying to secure the vicinity. You said it. The Kings need one more round. But Animals need 2, and they are fighting for the first one in here. The lives are gonna be dead even. 16 on each side, but keep an eye open for Nord. No. He gets brought to the graveyard by the hands of Shark. So the fight continues. Only a minute on the clock. I am now looking at Braid on the side of doubles. Gonna get a kill, but from up above, there's going to be the Hunter Killer drone and knock him down. From the back, there's gonna be Inferno with a claw. Gonna find 1, gonna find 2. Now he's gonna be spawn trapping. Gonna go for 3, gonna go for 4. This man is insane. Still a few more bullets. They are now trying to survive. They are getting bullied by the power of the operator. Knocked down. Only 6 lives left. But unfortunately, not verdict. I don't know how they did not take that opportunity to get inside of the objective, but they finally are going to be doing so. Kings,
oh my god,
are going to be spotted. There's going to be now another claw, another sparrow, another Hunter Killer drone. The lives are going to be even yet again. And Animus, although they were being spawn trapped, are still alive.
They are still alive. They are hanging on for dear life. The spawn traps did not mean we captured the objective in a big bag sold if Kings can't get the job done. They have a 2 life advantage. Tac 5's going to be popped. They're trying to calculate the movement, and the pressure is going to be on. 4v4. Gathilla from the top rope. Marvel from the court side. They're looking to put in tandem work. Gathilla still firing away. Finds the shot through the wall. And Raid. Oh my, how the tides have turned. It is not ending here, ladies and gentlemen. A round that should have easily gone in favor of Kings does not amount to anything other than a big flop. We are all tied up in the series here if this one goes in favor of Kings. But we are certainly tied up here in the control as we've gone 2v2. This could be the last round of the game. We'll see if Animus can put this one away, or Kings will be able to get back to the throne. First 2 in the feed is going to be in favor. That's going to open up the lane over towards the B site. Animus, they are here to strike gold here on the objective, and so far they have not been denied.
Oh my god, with less than 10 lives left, using, I want to say like 6 operators, 3 different score streaks. Everybody knew how important that round was, and Animus was finally able to breathe for an extra second over there. As we begin the final round of this map, the first objective is going to be taken by Animus. The lives are going to be slightly in their favor. Marvel's going to be pushing forward, but going gonna get taken down. Raid with the double, great movement to also knock down Gathila, and immediately tries to contribute even more kills for the squad. The problem is that he may have already been spotted in here. It's on the side of Garage. They got no idea that he's in here. He's on their spawn and they cannot take him down. He's acting as a distraction pretty much on the side of Kings. There's 2 players trying to take care of him, and it's finally a nade to take him down, but it's still gonna be quite close. 22 lives to 19 in favor of Animus. So let's see what the deal is. What is going to be the next movement, the next strategy for the side of Animus. They've been really, really effective, really efficient at making sure that their first objective comes quite early to their name, but let's see how they do this time around. The PAM is going to be already a possibility for Narcs alongside with the Pred missile, so plenty of utilities that could be taken, and both are going to be used at the same time. Verdicts, the side of Animus, are not messing around. They are trying to finish this out.
They are. Spawn trap going to be enabled here for one player who's gets shut down. Shark going to refill that player in the role. 14 to 12 in the life count. This could be it. 1 minute left to go on the clock. This is certainly going to be the last round of this control, ladies and gentlemen. But where we head from here could alter destiny for both teams. Could be crowning the new champ here in Animus, or we might be seeing a Game 7 life. Spy in the middle of the map. He's trying to go big. Does find one. Looking for the top side. Bedroom. Shut down. Spy. Able to reel it back in for the boys. Gathila wasted an operator there in the claw. And back to the spawn we go. Animus looking to shut it down, but they cannot find any traction onto that A site. No success, no joy making the hit through the pool site, but we're going to have to try an alternative. It is going to be through the laundry. Shark able to find a little bit of strategy through, but he's going to get chopped down. 2 players left standing. Make it 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is not over. Kings win the control. We are heading to a Game 7. Search and destroy Hacienda right around the corner.
God, oh my God. I honestly cannot believe it. We are going to a Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to do it. It was such a mixture of emotions for this game of Control, because it didn't matter what happened on the first half of the rounds. Literally anything goes on the second one. It could be flipping back and forward in advantage for Kings, for Animus. For Kings, for Animus, you could not be able to tell who was gonna win those rounds. I mean, the first 2 were won by like a 1 kill difference, right? It was just so close from one another. It was insane. But Kings are gonna have the last laugh as they take the W, and the MVP will be given to Inferno. 38 kills, dying 26 times. And I gotta say, looking at the kills right now, it seems like Kings definitely outperform the opponent, specifically on that department. Actually, not really. It's gonna be quite close, but man, I'm sure Animus is not happy about that, but they have to deal with it. They lost. They gotta move to the next one. And what is that, you all may be asking? Well, the next and final map of this best of 7 grand final series. It's gonna be some search and destroy on Hacienda.
There we go. We're heading down to the big ol' Hacienda mansion. Certainly going to be a very, very interesting one, as this series has led us to a draw so far. One of these teams, though, they're going to rise up above the occasion and stand out. Right now, it's 50-50 in the search and destroy. It was a 100-100 in the first one. Now, let me tell you, that Kings matchup in the firing range was brutal for Animus. This one's going to be a completely different and unorthodox strategy here on the maps, right? Obviously, these first 6 rounds are going to be interesting. I'm going to reset my emulator before we jump into this one. I do not want to have any setbacks. As soon as we jump into the action, I want this all to be the focus on the gameplay. We are going to crown a champion tonight. It's going to be Kings or it's going to be Animus, certainly. They have given us some great games so far. If we take a look at that control, though, one of those rounds that is just striking me like, my God, if that had not happened, maybe we don't even see a round 5. Maybe we see potentially a 3-0 just off of momentum alone. Narcs dying. I don't know exactly how. I'm gonna have to go back and clip it, chat. I think I saw Zim in chat say it was a self-nade. I flipped over to his point of view, and I don't know. I was there for the longest. Narcs doesn't die there. Maybe we see a 2v1. Maybe we see a 1v2 clutch. Who knows? We never know. It didn't happen. Narcs died, and that's the only thing that we could say. And it was Kings from there, able to solidify themselves. They might have sold that attacking round, but that defense certainly looked proper.
Yeah, and I think I might agree with Sims. I did see... The thing is, I was with Narcs, right? I saw him take out a nade. I flipped point of views, and like, not even 2 seconds later, he died. So, it may have been a nade, but I'm confused as to how he managed for it to pop so quickly. You know, it almost doesn't make sense. You know, I don't know. It's story of the past. We need to move forward. It is going to be search and destroy on Hacienda. We all are ready, seems like. So we are going to be starting soon now with this next game. As soon as players are readied up, we're going to go straight into it all. Search and destroy on Hacienda. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's the perfect map to end it all, but let's see. We'll see, Brady.
Yeah, we got to end somewhere. This is it. After this one, we'll crown a champ. Somebody's going to be heading home a sore loser, though, after this one. It is gone the distance, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7. What everybody has been asking for in every single series ever in the Grand Finals is we see that 7th map. Here it is. Hacienda. It's not your normal strategy. It's not your normal map. It's not what we typically see out of this one, but it had to be played at some point right now. First blood's coming through. Rasmo quickly there for the trades. It's a 2v2 or 2-for-2 trade coming through. B-site is looking like it could be a free hit. Spy just waiting for the go. Inferno looking to get some office control. Bites off a little more than you can chew, and Narcs able to shut down the push there. And we've got ourselves a 3v2 first round, looking like the defense could hold off this bomb plant. They could surely find a quick round, but the bomb is going to go down and kill. 45 seconds on the clock here for the retake for the 3 players left standing here for Animus.
Let's see how well they can defend this bomb. It's a Spy alongside with Honor, so it's pretty much doable, but still gotta be easy. Ooh, nice. With that first blood, Honor gonna make him pay the price, but immediately back-to-back trades. You're gonna land at simple opportunity to defuse in favor of Kings. They're gonna mess around a little bit more, understandably. So they got plenty of time left, so they were able to go back a little bit of body shooting and then actually defuse the first point in favor of Animus. That was really good way to overtake. I feel like it was just generally kind of difficult for only 2 players to defend that area, so they were just in a bad spot, and well, the side of Animus took the opportunity and made it their own. So final lead for them. Everybody pretty much pushing towards Alpha. I want to go right now with Rasmus here with the mythic Lotus Flames DLQ now. Ooh, actually Honor gonna find a double kill. Honor gonna clear the path for them to plant the bomb.
My God!
Shard getting a double of his own, but Honor still in the vicinity. That is gonna be the 3rd kill for himself. Shark with 2, Honor with 3, and this is going to be a 3 versus 2, another plan opportunity for the side of Kings. So that is going to be 40 seconds on the clock, Birdie.
Yeah, shoes on another foot. It's 2v3. Retake here for the defense. Last round was a 3v2 after that post-plant setup. That hit was done quickly. The retake was on. Right now, they're going to slow things down. They're going to count the kills. Narcs and Marvel. OBJ Player of the Year, as well as your objective, your MVP. Right now, first blood comes through. It's Spy shutting down that one. No harm, no foul. First round's in. Second round as well. Back and forth we've gone. We are yet again tied. And that was a great answer back there from Kings. Not a great retake there for the side of Animus, but hey, the great post-plant setup now. Shark did miracles preventing that bomb plant from going down, but as soon as he went down, there was 0 map control. On the flip side of things, we'll see if the second round, or the next initial round, pays off. Marvel opened up with the first blood of his own in the first one of this game. Looking to get some more now, but Rasmo, he got the play of the game or play of the season for a reason. We'll see if he can go hammer. Marvel able to find another one. Looking for the 3rd raid, looking to shut him down. Honora finding one in the background. Here comes the hit raid, shutting him out of this round. And Narcs now last alive in a 1v3 kill.
Well, Narcs, still managing to survive. Finds a kill there onto Rasmo. 1v2, and they haven't planted the bomb, which is, in a way, okay for Nards, but still a 1v2, so I'm intrigued to what kind of strategize he will try to execute in here. Gonna go all the way back to his own spawn, seems like. The LQ opportunity to find a kill at a distance, but the problem is that with a player that Raid and Honor are at, that path that he's taking is not gonna be as effective. They're now gonna spot one another. They're gonna be quite close on the side of Kings. They gotta be cautious though. That sniper can land a sneaky collide, but Honor is gonna say not to that.
No.
Clean kill for him.
That was just too much. That was too much time to wrap a complete full. I mean, obviously, the mentality was there, but you saw how much time that took to wrap and how easy it was for them to read that. Narcs, you got to be a little bit more craftier with those pushes. 2 rounds in a row there for Kings. Not trying to say Narcs is a bad player, but in a 1v3, you find the first one, you've got to reposition ASAP. Not a lot of time here in COD Mobile to get the retakes either. Gothilla open up with first blood. It hits on towards the B site. One player in enemy territory in Rasmo, he gets absolutely chopped down. And 2 fall almost instantly. Spy now trying to reel it back in. Marvel peels one back in Onur. He has been a terror in this search or destroy. And backs against the wall. Spy now going to get double chowed. Holy hell, the repeat there. Both players stand strong in a flawless round, and a great answer back there for Animus. 2 for 2 now. Tied up yet again, Gil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tied up yet again. The same way we started is the way we roll right now as we begin round number 5. Oh, man, what a great way to end this season, and we're not even done yet, so... A lot of nades are gonna be thrown. The trophy system are gonna work out. Raid, a little bit of a sneaky push. I don't think they've spotted. Now they do. Honor with the first blood. Shark with the next one, but gets spotted by Inferno. The 2-for-1 trades in favor of Kings. They're trying to go push forward to plant the bomb. There's gonna be someone defending. That's Gothilla. Gothilla hears them out. Against the back out, but gets spotted. He was not ready for Raid to be there. I think the side of Animus did that same strategy last time and it worked, so they thought that it would again, but this time it does not. Marvel though finds the headshot onto Inferno. 30 seconds on the clock. 3 versus 2. Marvel with a pistol in hand will push forward. DLQ now finds the knock onto Honor, pushing for more. There's the perfect strategy. Another kill for Marvel. Opportunity for a quadra this time. They're gonna be pushing at the same time. Marvel, insane way to clutch this one up. He's not even moving. He is outstanding. He's gonna show up a little bit more by showing to us that beauty of his skin, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Marvel.
That's a way to clutch around, Birdie.
Yo, that's the reason why you're the MVP. That's why they pay you the big bucks. The 2v4 clutch.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I was about to say for Kings, if it's not broke, don't break it, right? A hit has been gold. And then the answer back there, that was just a magnificent, a marvelous one must say. Clutch. Marvel going absolutely hammer. Somebody get this man. He is going crazy. Search and destroy now. 3-2 lead in favor of Animus. Last round on the attack here for Kings. Will they be crowned or will they be sat down? First blood's in. Balance. Shut down Inferno. Shark striking quick there for the trade. Raid there for the third. Make it 2 for 1 though. Raid still staying alive and staying through the gunny. Shark is still running free. No Onur's going to be able to shut him down at a distance. Gothilla and Narcs trying to get the wrap on the flank. That is not needed. Marvel doing God's work yet again. And we flip sides. A drastic lead, to say the least. It is 2. It is the most we've seen in this search or destroy so far, more importantly.
Man, instead of Kings are gonna have nightmares about Marvel this time. They might just switch over to DC because this is incredible the way that they are getting destroyed by a single player now. Let's see if they can stop this push on the opposing side by the hands of Animus. Seemingly plenty of kills going to be traded. 2 for 2 actually, to be more precise. Carrying the bomb, there's going to be Gothilla. Gothilla just patiently waiting, but not gonna spot anyone just yet, but there's someone trying to be sneaking. That's Raid. Gets the opportunity to raid. Sneaky push over there. Marvel's still alive though, so anything goes in here. We've seen it in the past, so 1v3. Problem is that he already been spotted, so there's no surprise factor, right? Once they know where you're at and you got 3 opponents to fight against, it is pretty much game over. And it was, for Marvel, another point in favor of Kings. It's on, Brady.
It's on. We've got a scrappy one. I smell an overtime appearance here in this game 7. It's only right. Both search and destroys have been one team taking a hefty lead or the other doing the same thing and never taking their foot off the gas pedal. Rasmo misses the first shot here on this A side hit. And not finding any success on the first initial attacking round. We're going to head over to the A site now as Gathilla able to find the first blood for his team. Raid drop down, but Onur is in double digits. Somebody take this man down. King's able to live off of his successes so far. Rasmo getting involved there. It's down to Nargs. 1v4 here for the clutch. Able to find one, but 3 more are certainly right around the corner. Able to get a chuck off of another, but you can't turn your back. Onur there to find his 11th, and we are tied up. Kings taking the advantages here in the defending rounds. 2 in a row. They don't have the advantage in this one just yet, but they have been able to bridge the gap of 2 rounds successfully in the first 2 opening. Let's see if the third will pay off here for Animus to get back on board.
It's not over till it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 9, like Burdick mentioned, is gonna be a tie so far in here. Marvel gonna find the first blood. Let's see what he's got planned. Try to push forward for more, but they're gonna have to back out now. Inferno finds a kill, but then gets executed himself. Balance also gets the knock onto Onur, making a 4v1. A Shark gets yet another kill. Spy does get the knock onto Balance, but the pressure is just outstanding. Yeah, they do not have control over the bomb, but that's something that Spy does not know quite yet. So, 1 minute and 50 seconds left this round, looking heavily to be in favor of Animus. I feel like they're slightly worried that Spy knows where the bomb is at. The reality is that he does not. So once they actually feel ready for it, they could be in for a surprise. Okay, Spy's in here. He's gonna hear that the spot's been taken. What do you think?
I mean, look. This is how like just knowing of what was going on. They expect Spy to know that bomb is down. And certainly, he does know it, but he did not realize it until they got picked up. All 3 make the rotation through. Looking for the 3-piece. Not going to happen. Able to prevent the bomb from going down. And gets a little bit too confident on the push there. And certainly, Marvel able to shut him down now. What could have been a terrible Animus round in a cell does not happen. And Spy does not have the ice for the 1v3. But that does just tell you how much of respect they have for a man like Spy. All 3 of them went down to the corridor, the connector, to collect that bomb. They were not all 3 about to go down to him. That was not happening. I've heard of playing 2s, but I've never heard of playing the trios. Right now, payoff round 5-4. Onur opening up at 1. That's the first blood. Balance not safe behind any walls here. And Hacienda has been a very epic showdown so far. One of these 2 teams, though, are going to rise up. The other is not. Which team is it going to be the advantage in favor of Animus? Can they find success 2 rounds in a row, Gil?
Well, the problem could be the time, but there's about a minute left. Ooh, Marvel gonna be spotted as well. Gonna be a 5v3 now. Sharks also to the graveyard, ladies and gentlemen. Bomb carrier Gathilla still alive though, but not too sure. Not gonna be feeling that safe right now. Narks, he's in a lot of trouble. He does not know it yet. Misses that shot, and surprise, there's Inferno with a Lapa, and Rasmo will secure a perfect round to even the score yet again. I mean, I don't want to say it too loud, but it's not only that I can smell it. It stings like overtime, and we're really close to that situation. I gotta say it, man.
Yeah, it's foul. Homie, I'm gonna need something to plug these 2 holes out of my nose socket right now. It's we're trying to see who's going to make the first mistake of this round. No mistakes made. It's the nade shot. If he wasn't getting the kill, it was certainly Gathilla who was going to be able to do so. Bounce. Going to be able to find the trade there. Spy drops. 4v3 here. Looking to get this bomb plant down. Raid playing it at the beach. Bringing sand to the party. Ruining that bomb from going down. Certainly Marvel able to peel back 1 as he's found success in finding the top side of the office. 2 players down low. Doesn't quite know it, but Raid is certainly still outside. Onur, I don't know if he's second-guessing this hit or if he just wants to play for safety. I don't know what quite the rotation is here for him. He is on an island. Raid is stuck, stranded all alone. 3 players left standing on the flip side of things. The deciding round. Raid peaked. I don't even know where Marvel was. He dropped down from the office site. Onur is all the way on the opposite side of the spawn site. Finally going to get the call out there as he's taking down one. Marvel holding on for dear life inside of the office. I want to know where that bomb was planted. Gil, I'm not quite sure if I got a peek at it just yet. Onur is about to find out, and certainly it is for the office. Marvel has no business to peek here, and he knows it. Onur forced now to get this defused. Marvel from the top side. He is just letting him know, hey, I'm here, homie. It ain't happening. 6-5. We are on match point. This could be the series. Animus, can you shut it out? Kings, you need to find one to take us to overtime.
The finals point, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the deal is going to be. Kings, they gotta secure it if they want to continue. Animus are trying to close it up right now as we speak. Marvel with 14 kills is gonna be in a place that he's not gonna spot anyone just yet. He's not gonna hear this light pick, but he does see the nade, so he's know that there's someone in the vicinity. And reposition a little bit. The one pushing over there was none other than Spy. Spy is no longer interested in that area. No one's gonna die just yet. In the middle of the map, there's Spy. Left to right, up and down. Not sure where the opponent is going to be at. This defensive side has been as contested as what we saw over on an offense for the side of Kings. So let's see what the deal is going to be now. Already, ladies and gentlemen, 50 seconds have passed. But no one has died now. They're feeling confident. They're going to be pushing towards Bravo. The one defending here is Raid, but he's got no clue that they're already behind and in front of him at the same time. Let's see where he decides to push. He's going to find the first enemy, but he cannot move. He got stuck. Gets taken down. A 5v3, ladies and gentlemen. The beginning of the end. Nargs with a kill on Rasmus. Spy, and Onur survives. Spy. Going to find the first blood, though.
Look at Onur. Oh, bomb carrier down. It's not over. The doof doesn't hit the movement, though. It's crispy. He shuts him down. The retake. Shark now left in a 1v2, and this one is not over with. Pings hanging on by a thread. Spy and Onur find themselves successful in what should have been an easy take over here after that bomb plant going down, but Spy preventing it from doing so. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not over. Kings right back in it. We are in an overtime situation. Rules of the game. First round is going to be on the attack, and then we flip sides. Kings get the first initial attacking round, and a lot of momentum has to be riding after that one. Onur picking up his 16th. Balance there for the trade. Cathilla going to be able to find one in the meantime. The bomb is not going down. Spy peeking inside of the door frame. Spy able to stay alive. But that bomb is certainly not planted. It is going to have to get collected now as a minute 20 on the clock. We are all equal at 3v3. And what could have been a round in favor of Animus might come back to bite him here in this overtime scenario Kings has found himself in.
My goodness, even people were saying GG, ladies and gentlemen, it was certainly not in this overtime. It's seemingly going to be in favor of Kings, but let's see, you know, anything goes. We've seen surprises in the past. We can see it again. Balance gonna find the first blood in this 1v3. There's 35 seconds on the clock. He's got to push forward, but has already been spotted. We're shooting at him through the wall. We're not pushing quite yet. They're going to try to go for a safe strategizing, but through the wall, Onur got the shot, got the kill, got the round, ladies and gentlemen. The advantage is now in favor of King's verdict. And this time, grand finals point is not for Animus, but rather for the Kings themselves right now.
Yeah, Kings looking to take that crown. This one should have been an easy win. That last round, we should not be in an overtime. You said it earlier, though, Gil. It is stanky over here. We are gone the distance, and we are going a little further now. We smelt overtime, and surely this game has delivered. Payoff round. First initial was going in favor of the Kings. Animus just playing with house money now. Looking to get some intel. Raid hops the top of the staircase. It was bait, homie. Marvel able to get the trade, though. 1 for 1 we go now. You've got to get this bomb plant down. Spy, look at him. He might be the MVP of this series. As we see him take down Marvel, and the bomb is certainly dropped along with it. Now, I don't know if he got the intel. Remember, a few rounds back, the same scenario happened. And Spy may not have gotten that at Q. Now, somebody had to have dropped that bomb. Spy on the trail Was it Cathilla or was it Marvel? They were both kind of in a similar position. We have to know where it's at. And this is it. Animus, the last push. Balance. Narcs. 2v4. Shoes on the other foot. Shots not landing here for Narcs. It's all on balance, ladies and gentlemen. Can he go big in the 1v4? He doesn't have the bomb. This could do it. Kings. Might as well give him the crown now. The 2 push come through. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. They are your champions. Animus can't get the job done. First time crowning the Kings. They are taking the role. 8-6 as the 4-3 comes through. My God, Gil. What have we just witnessed?
We just witnessed Animus get dethroned, and we got a more... We couldn't get any more fitting name to be dethroned than the Kings themselves. It does not make sense. I gotta be honest with you, I definitely feel like losing that match point opportunity for Animus definitely took a hit onto their morality. They were not playing the best that they could have, and I feel like it showed. And well, Kings did what they had to, which was take advantage of that opportunity, and they did it. 8-6, ladies and gentlemen. The Kings themselves are now going to be feeling really comfortable on their new throne, as they are going to be proclaimed the new champions of the mobile making Europe.
There we go. Congratulations, Kings, taking the crown. Such a great way to come back. And that last round of regulation in the Search or Destroy might have been the best 2v4 clutch we have seen in any Mobile Mayhem scenario. That round looked like it was lost. It was all out the window. But Spy and Onur really back in, and they carry this team. 18 kills on the backs of Onur and 14 for Spy. These boys were piecing. We'll take it back to the headquarters now, where we're going to be joined back with Deanna. Talk to me. Mobile Mayhem Winter 2023 champions. We got to give the crowns over to Animus. Crown them! They're the Kings! They're the Majesty!
Yeah, true. Them congrats, Kings. Such a good matchup, actually. Such a good matchup. Like, I'm so happy that we had 7 games, right? First, and then there are so many things to say. I actually wrote so much, but I don't want to say it all, because we all were here and saw the games. If you didn't saw the games, you should catch up. You should wait until actually we're gonna post them on YouTube. He's doing it very fast, so you can catch up. But this was such a good series, right? I'm gonna fill it very fast. We did had 2 Hardpoint games, right? And both of them were in favor of Animus, right? In the first one, Shark dropped 31 kills. In the second one, Balance dropped 50 kills. He was the MVP. Now going into the SNDs, we had 3 SNDs because we had actually 7 games, right? We had 3 SNDs, and one was very good on the side of Kings, right? They actually won 7-1. Inferno being the MVP. The second was very good on the side of Animus, right? They managed to win. Shark was the MVP for them. And then coming into the last S&D, that was actually very close. It was very good for both teams, right? But on the side of Kings, they actually performed better. That 1v2 situation, that 2v4, you know, it was in their favor and managed to win. Onur being the MVP with 18 kills. And talking about control, it was most of the times all about the control that Kings had over both games, right? We started with the first one, that was a 3-0. Okay, Kings just demolished everything, right? They were all over the place, they were all over the map. They got the win and the kills, and Spy was the MVP. Now, in the second control, it was a little bit different, because at some point we had 2-2, right? We had tight games, we had more of a control on both sides, you know, they were trying to play the OBJ, they were trying to get the kills, they were utilizing operators, very good, it was very close, but the last one was actually in favor of King, who dropped their operators, managed to get the control better and actually win, and I do believe Inferno was the MVP with 38 kills. So yeah, definitely such a good game for both of them. Close games, some of them not really, but it was just a pleasure watching them play and, you know, crown them as the Kings.
That's right. We'll go ahead and throw the graphics up if you're just now joining in. Kings is your Winter 2023 champions. I'll get that screen up there for everyone to see. Animus coming through with a very amazing performance, just not good enough to take that #1 spot. Third place going to go in favor of 117 Not Found. If you missed out on all the actual results, are up on the screen as well, as we'll take a look at that. It was a very decisive first series. We didn't even see a fight back out of Enigma. It was a 3-0, and they got bodied. 1-7 just showing up and showing out for that one. And then, of course, the 4-3. That one went the distance. I wish we would have saw more in the Search to Destroy, but after that clutch round from Honor and Spy, I mean, even if they didn't win, I felt like Kings were the champions there.
Yes. Such a season. Such a good season, and it's done already. You know, I already miss you all, guys.
We haven't gone anywhere, yeah!
Yeah, but you know, I already miss you. Even the people from the chat, you know. I miss you all, guys, already. Can we have a new season fast?
That had to have been the best grand finals I had ever been a part of in the EU. Easily the best grand finals ever. Thoughts? What was your favorite moment? We'll go around. Deanna, what was your favorite moment in that series?
Well, I could say the first S&D, actually.
Okay.
Because, you know, we were like very used to Animus coming and, you know, doing business like always, and playing very good, especially S&D, right? We keep saying they were one of the best S&D teams, right, in the previous season. So the first S&D, seeing Kings actually like playing so good, 7-1 is something that we don't see every day. So that was, in my opinion, the best moment tonight. How about you, Gil?
Well, I gotta say, I definitely enjoyed on the second control game. On the first round, I definitely liked the end of that round. It was so close. It was brilliant how the side of Animus made sure that by confusing the opponents going A and B at the same time, they could not react back on time, and it was not a matter of kills, but a matter of OVJ control by them. I felt like that was a really good moment. What about you, Verdict?
I'd have to go with that clutch that Marvel hit in the game that they eventually lost. But it was Marvel and Narcs. I think they had 4 players left, and I think Marvel just went hammer. I think he dropped 3 of them instantly. I don't know, man, just snapping fingers and making people disappear. And then at the end of it, the animation of the mythic VLQ, I just, it's such a perfect moment. You know, and then, you know, even at the beginning of that series, at the beginning of that game, he had shot bodies and he hadn't even had a kill to his name just yet. My guy Marvel was piecing, but you gotta tip your cap to the Kings. Oh, Nord Spy. I mean, those guys wanted to win. They did not give up that round, number 12. And ultimately, you know, that, in my opinion, was where the tide shifted, and we could clearly see Kings. They were not losing.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Well, when we started the last control, you know, I was like, there is such a good chance, you know, Anima's gonna win. But then that last clutch in the last round on the control was so good on the side of Kings, you know. We had 5 rounds in the control, right? And that was pretty amazing, right? After we saw that 3-0 in control. But yeah, definitely I had, you know, my moments when I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be so good in favor of Animus, this is gonna be so good in favor of Kings. But yeah, Kings came and actually won, and I'm very impressed with them, you know, so far. Very good players and talented.
There we go. Yeah, the most important thing is they managed to maintain. I still can't believe that we saw 7 games back to back. We didn't see a single stop. That is probably the most action we've ever seen in a non-stop environment. Both players, I gotta commend both teams. You know, we'll sit here and we'll thank, you know, the viewers and the sponsors. I gotta thank both teams, because honestly, if we would have played 7 games,
that was a 2-hour series.
Yeah, I mean, that was a 2-hour series. That could have easily been a 3-hour series. And then Gil and I have to buckle up and do it all over again in NA in like an hour and a half. So I gotta commend the players. I don't know if we're necessarily gonna get that same kind of, like, you know, reaction in NA. I think we're gonna see like 12 redos, back to the lobby. I think, you know, I think we're gonna have a few hiccups, but that's it. I'm gonna give you guys the last final word. Kings are your champions. Animus, not quite too far behind, but a win's a win. First place Kings, second place Animus.
Damn. I'm so happy I had again the chance to work with you guys. You are amazing like always. I'm always feel so welcome to come here to host and to cast, also to go to NA too. You're amazing, and I really love you guys all. I'm really happy because the admin and the staffs are so good and so nice and always helping us, even in chat, even here, you know, in the Discord. Even the players, right? They are amazing. We should thank them because, you know, they put such a hell of work here, you know, every time. And then also, guys, it was nice having you as our viewers this season. Hopefully next season gonna be bigger viewership, right? And maybe the prize gonna improve too.
Probably
but overall,
not. Probably not. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I've been here for 2 years, almost 2.5. And I'll go ahead and tell you, viewership is not, you know, anywhere near where it should be. I thank God for everybody showing up for the finals, but I mean, if we had everybody that showed up for the finals show up for regular season, yeah, maybe. But you know, we're literally just not making any progress. So, any hopes for a prize, you know, pool increase? I mean, unless you're looking at maybe like flipping a coin to see if it happens or not. You know, based off of what I've seen, probably not happening.
But well. Okay, well, hopefully maybe next season more people are gonna come. I don't know, guys, you should come.
Yeah, here's the game plan. Everybody's got to show up yet again for next season. Everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're gonna share that with other players that want to watch as well.
There you go.
Exactly. We're gonna bake cookies. Yes. Amazing. So yeah, well, I don't have anything else to say. Verdict, if you wanna close the season.
That's it. I want to thank everybody who participated. Obviously, got to give a huge shout out to the admins. They do just magnificent work. They have, you know, reacted on the fly. They've adapted in times of need, and you guys are really, you know, the reason why this, you know, this is able to happen on a regular basis as well. It's been two lovely hosts and casters coming through. Deanna, you filled very, very well when no one was available. We appreciate you for doing so. You were just, as always, a fantastic host. Gil, bro, I get to do this with you at NA just again. I don't know. Look, I could just remember you back before you were even with Meeseeks, you know, just hosting private rooms for your viewers. It takes me back to a very, very special time whenever I cast with you and just see you progress, man. It's been a great one. We're going to get geared up for a raid. If you enjoyed the action from Mobile Mayhem, be sure to tune back in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be ready to do it all over again for North America, where we will see Luminosity Gaming and Zygnus fight for number 1 and 2 spots respectively at 11D, and Fierce fighting for a 3rd and 4th seed. So we're going to hear another word from Call of Duty Mobile on our way out. We will see you back live at 8. Goodbye.